chat. Okay.
How's everybody doing?
In the chat. Okay. Come on, guys. Turn it more towards the We are real staticky.
Maybe is it the fan?
No. Let me see. Not our sound. Our faces. Let me see if we're gonna pop into focus. Are we staticky? Can you hear us? Can you see us?
What's staticky mean?
Like we're
Vision
we're
or
pixelated.
hearing?
We're pixelated.
Oh, okay.
We're really pixelated. Let me.
Yeah. It's fuzzy. Okay. You're starting to clear up a little bit, right?
Yeah, I just turned the Wi-Fi off.
Okay.
There we go. There we are.
Okay.
Okay. Can you see us now?
Can you see us? Hey.
Here, check, see, check. Cool.
Let's make my glasses aren't working, right? I can hear you. Okay. I'm Twitty said. Here, see. Check, check. Leslie LeBron. Clear. Tasha Love. Sybil Jeremy. Okay, so everybody.
The light is glaring.
Okay.
All right. Let me move it back. Maybe it's like directly under the light.
It's because I did some sickening cleaning this week and polished the chandelier.
Are we still glaring? Okay. I don't know. Hopefully.
Happy Friday, Catherine Miller. Okay, so let's see. What do I have here? Set up my little organization here.
Oh, feel better 106. Oh, Candy. She doesn't feel good.
Oh, wow. What's going on? I've been like feeling like I want to come down with something, but it's not quite catching yet.
I slept all day today.
Constantly sneezing.
I didn't really feel good today. I don't know. It's not that I didn't feel good. Like I don't know. Do you guys like ever have those days? Like I just kept waking up and going back to sleep. Waking up, feeding doggy, playing with doggy, feeding him food, and then going back to sleep. Like I was just like
The life.
out of it.
I know. I had like this list of 5 things I had to do today, and I did one.
Hi Brenda, Santiago. She's a new subscriber. Hi.
Watching from my TV Fire Stick. What is that? A Fire Stick?
What is Fire Stick?
I don't know.
Sybil Jeremy asked, "Are you ready for the tea?"
Yes, I am.
We're always ready for tea. Ooh, tea.
Absolutely. I told Tay, I'm like, ooh, she's coming with tea.
Sarah Fentine said, "Got through my brother's wedding, which was an entire weekend event, and now I'm down with a severe cold."
Wow.
Is this like cold season? I don't know. We're cold. Obviously, you can see we're bundled right now. Like the weather's definitely changed. I've been like cold
Completely changed
all
like,
day.
overnight, it seems like.
Yeah.
The wedding, where was the wedding at? Was
Jeanette
it a
Grigsby had pneumonia. Oh my goodness.
walking pneumonia?
Feel better? Oh. Pneumonia. That's no joke.
Tay, are you still sub-teaching? Yes, you just started like this, what's the semester or the season?
Yeah, this
school
year. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm still sub-teaching. I didn't take any jobs this week though, but like I have a choice which jobs I want to take, which ones I don't want to take. I didn't take any this week. But we have an entire school year. It's only like the second week of September.
It's like supplemental, kind of like you get sickening collab, girl.
It's from Amazon. All you need is Wi-Fi. And what does it do?
Oh, okay. 120, where are you living that you're cold? Because I'm starting to get cold. 102 degrees in Texas.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. And humidity also, it's a different kind of heat.
Dina, I like it. I substituted in a 2nd grade class last week and I loved it. Like I felt so good to be back in the classroom with kids, and so I really liked it.
Ragweed. Oh yes. I don't think though mine are allergies. I'm thinking. I don't know. But it is just kind of sneezing. I don't know. I have to kind of like watch it. Could be. Silver Spring. Which state is that?
You download the app, get free movies sometimes, ones that are in theaters for Fire Stick.
Oh, ones that are in theaters?
We have to look into that.
Okay.
Fire Stick. Interesting. It's like having cable without paying for cable.
What's Apple TV? I've been seeing that lately. Is that like iPhone? Is that like the watch? Is it like a TV device, or is it just, because I think it said something like a certain show, I think it's called Wild Nights, that I want to see. It looks kind of like 1900s, kind of like my era, like, you know, what are those called? You know, it's kind of those British movies that I like from long ago, times past, but it wasn't British. So, but it said coming to Apple TV, and so I don't think it's kind of like a TV set, shall we say? Is it just an app like Hulu or Netflix? What's Apple TV? Does anybody know?
Drive safe, Gail.
Where's Gail going?
So, what's everybody wearing in their hair tonight? We didn't fill out our sign. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see it though. This was supposed to be like what's in our hair sign.
I know. We have to bring it down.
No, you can see it, but you just can't see it.
Oh. Oh wow. I know you can't even see like a little bit of writing. Maybe I can press harder.
This is supposed to be like what's in our hair. Maybe I think it would have to be like a little whiteboard or something.
Yes.
With black writing. I don't think chalkboard.
So much for our Target splurge.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna make that work. It's gonna work.
Like.
Okay, so what is it? My hair is refreshed from Curl Junkie and the smoothing lotion, like my original combination that I used to use when I first started using Curl Junkie pattern push-up gel, and underneath the leave-in was smoothing lotion.
Uncle Funky's gel. Let's see. Tina Billingsley said I have it on a melanin kick.
Okay.
Tanzania said, hey, just took Twist Out.
Oh.
My Twist Out after 3 months. What would you recommend to get out the leftover products? Definitely a clarifier. I know when I took my Twist Out, I went in with the clarifying shampoo to clarify my hair because it was lots of product and
Does your
oil.
hair feel producty? Yes, Leslie. I have Eco Cocktail. What is that? Cream gel? What is that? Is that the one that we have in our refrigerator?
The Eco Gel?
Yeah, what is that?
The Eco Gel?
Eco Cocktail Cream Gel? What is that? Eco Cocktail Cream Gel.
Oh, no, that's a different... Is that the Eco Gel that's in, like, the white container with the blue writing?
Oh, okay. How is that?
Yeah, Tanzania, I would definitely clarify and then do, like, a deep conditioner.
Good idea, Angela. Yeah, color chalk. That's a good idea. Sarah 15 said, I got my hair braided in a traditional Ethiopian style, so at the moment, nada.
Ooh.
Who braided your hair?
Ina Ada said, Tay, I used the African Pride curl cream and leave-in, lasted me a whole week. I'm so jelly. That was my favorite, one of my favorite wash and goes, but I definitely had a reaction to it. I had a reaction to some products tonight right before we got on camera.
You sure did. I mean, instant reaction.
Yeah, I was doing my makeup and like, I don't know, moisturizer or something, and my face like blew up, itchy, red, so like, I don't have like foundation or anything on my face right now. But you like, you're always ready, you're like, get the cortisone.
I did, I know.
It was like, oh my gosh, my face was just like, it's crazy.
What? Sybil Jeremy said, so on Wednesday, as I was walking on the pedestrian crosswalk to my house, as all the cars stopped for me, there was one car that saw me and accelerated towards me when I was already halfway. Wow. Was that acceleration to like speed you up? Like, what was that about? That's nutso.
People are crazy.
Wow, like you were walking not fast enough? They'd have a field day with me then. Poppin' Pineapple, Grow My Curls.
And she said, and she was so close to me that if she had accelerated even more, I would have definitely been in the hospital.
Wow.
Was it like a foot slip or something? Like sometimes like you go to like
I know.
stop and like your foot accidentally slips and like you hit the gas instead, or did like the person like look like they wanted to move you along?
Deirdre
That's
Bivens
crazy.
said main choice moringa, first time trying main choice. Okay, how did you like it? That's your favorite line, the moringa.
Tatiana Ragland, you said if you use that new Makeup Revolution foundation at Ulta, it will mess your skin up. Stay away from that foundation. What did it do to your skin? because I've been using that, but what did it do to your skin?
Oh wow, I'm way up there. Had to slide on down. Love the gel. Okay, did you do a leave-in, Deidre? Is it Deidre or Deidre?
She had relatives kissing her on the cheek and broke out in a huge rash on both sides.
Yeah, I don't even know because I was so shocked. I blacked out for a minute. I would have too. I mean, it's almost like you freeze, like because you don't expect somebody crazy to do something like that. My fave is Maybelline Fit. Okay.
Yo, friend, that African Pride curly thing broke me out too. My sister-in-law had given me a wash and go with that, and olive oil equal styler. It was beautiful, and I got tons of compliments. I know that. I really wanted that. That African Pride curling cream and leave-in to work for me so bad.
Yeah, that's good, Sarah Chismosa. Did you get the license plate? Because that's some crazy stuff. Hey, Dee.
People are crazy. Doggy's good. He's in the kitchen right now. We moved him from his spot because typically, like, he was in the downstairs bathroom. We could close the door, put a fan on, and like he was sleeping in there peacefully. But now he's not sleeping in there peacefully anymore. So we moved him to like his little kitchen pen area, moved his crate out there. And he's been liking that area. He doesn't like being, I guess, closed in the bathroom anymore. So he just like quarantined the spot in the kitchen with his crate and his toys and his food. And
how's our model doggy? I know. We told him at the pet store before we brought him home that we were YouTubers and he is going to have to get YouTube ready. There'll be lots of picture taking moments, I told him. And so he's living up to his challenge. He takes such cute pictures, doesn't he?
he does.
He's so cute.
Even though he got in trouble, Doggy never really gets in trouble, but
No, he
like
doesn't.
he was like getting under my skin today. I was like, Doggy, stop. And he just sits down and he just looks at me.
Love when he sits because that was like one of the first commands that he learned, and so
To sit.
he knows that pleases us. We get so excited because it's just so cute. It's just so little, then he just like sits. It's so cute, and so he always does that. When our voices change, we're like scolding him. He just kind of like sits, and we're like, oh, after that, he's just so cute. His little ears are just so floppy, and he's just so vulnerable.
And
like,
then when you go near him, he'll like start to like lick you, like almost like an apology or just like whatever.
it's like all these like adults and humans, and he's just like a little doggy all by himself, and doesn't have his own little breed around him, and it's so sad.
I saw Doggy's IG post with you all at dinner. Yeah, we brought him to where did we go? We went to the seafood place, and like they had like an outside eating area, and we just kind of like tied him to our little seat, and he was there. We gave him his little we brought some food for him too, so he was like on the ground eating his food, and like we were eating our food. Once he was finished, we were finished.
I know. He just like wolfed down his, and he's just like, okay, ready to go. And then like when people get jobs and they're just like dead serious about it, and that's good. Everybody needs to be attentive. And so we finished eating. Guys, it is September, just some old strange day in September. Nothing going on that's important. The place was practically empty. Never have I gone to that place where you can just kind of like just park and go literally up to the window. And that was the kind of night it was. Night, mind you, no one was going to Overton's.
There were like a million parking spaces open.
No one was going to Overton's. So we parked, and they have like a little deck on the water, and so that's what we ate. And afterward, we felt like ice cream cones. So we said, okay, let's like in walking distance. Be something walking that I can handle. So we walked, and before we got started, like once we left the parking lot, before we got started on the sidewalk, just to kind of literally go, I would say not even 25 steps.
Not even. It was like right there. It was like the restaurant, and then like when like the restaurant was kind of like on like a little rounded like street. So like it was like the restaurant, and then like you round, and there was like a little ice cream place right there. You could literally like see, you could throw a stone and like hit the ice cream place was right there.
He was a parking lot attendant. Took his job dead serious. And he said, you can't park there. Like, what?
He's like, this is only for, I think the place is called Overton. He's like, this is only for Overton customers. I'm like, we are Overton customers. Would you just not see these? This plate of seafood we just ate?
But like, basically, in essence, in his mind, we were soon to be not Overton's customers because we were done. Now we're going to get ice cream. So he wanted us to move our car and like move it to the ice cream.
Across the street.
Like, are you serious?
Literally just take it and like move it across the street. It was like the area was so small, it was ridiculous. I'm like, we're just going right there. Like, we're not even going to be 2 minutes. And he was like, you can't leave your car here. Like,
I might tell
I was like, oh my goodness.
Keep walking, move on. I could barely stand there because I I couldn't, my balance and everything. I'm like, start what? He goes, I'm like, what's the worst that could happen? He goes, the manager might see it. I'm like, let the manager see it then. Like, it's not even worth it. We literally went there. It didn't even take us 5 minutes.
We weren't even we literally was like serious like a minute. 'Cause there was nobody at the ice cream place. We just got our ice cream. Like, it was like not even that serious. Like, the man was so annoying. But he was the same man that the last time we went, we were sitting there eating our food, and he was just like, you know, you have to make sure you're eating Overton's food. Like, he just kept coming over. I'm like, Ma, is this man racist? I'm like, let him walk over here one more time. He just kept watching us the whole time eating our food, and we were eating the food from the restaurant. It was just so weird.
Yeah, I think he was just like super attentive. He's the type that just got a job and takes it dead serious, annoyingly serious, and doesn't know how to discriminate and take each thing on a case-by-case basis, because he's like, you know, knowledge is power, learn how to read. And the sign, when we finally got in the car, the sign said, for Overton customers only, when you go to like another establishment, you've got to move your car to that establishment.
I was like, I didn't even see that.
Like, okay, so he's doing his job, but still not bothered.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that deep. Like, we're going right back, and he was just like not having it.
Thank you, Leslie.
And then we were like
congratulations to Spencer. Thank you.
Yeah, we were the only car in the parking lot. There was no other car. It's not like it's like, you know, you're holding a parking space for somebody else like to come and actually eat the food. Like, I don't know. It was just annoying.
Yeah.
It was just annoying. So for those of you who keep asking how school's going, it's good. School year just started. I'm just a substitute, so I can choose like when I want to work, when I don't want to work, what assignments I want to take, when I don't want to take assignments. So I had a lot of like YouTube stuff and Instagram stuff going on this week, so I didn't take any substitute jobs this week, but I definitely want to take some next week. But that's kind of how the school year is going to roll. You know, I'll pick and choose like the assignments I want to take, and the ones I don't, you know, someone else will take them.
Yeah, chocolate pina. Sometimes it's just not even worth the explanation. By the time we would have sat there and tried to convince him.
You say chocolate?
Is it chocolate right here? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying chocolate fancy, like chocolate.
Yeah, and girl,
I
you just want to get out of me so
chocolate.
bad.
Like
no.
you say ketchup?
Ketchup. She said I would have kept walking too. I mean, what else can you do in a situation like that? Oh my goodness. Table. All my handiwork with the screwdriver this week, trying to put the legs back on. So I'm like, keep walking.
Yeah, Angela, that's what my mom said. Like, every job that pops up, I don't have to take. This is, like, we make money from YouTube. This is just, like, to kind of, like, supplement. It's just, like, an extra additional money. I don't have to work 5 days a week. Like, it's not that deep, that kind of thing. So I'm looking to work maybe, like, you know, 1, 2, 3 times a week, that kind of thing, just to get, like, some extra money rolling. That's why I'm doing it. But it's not like I have to work every single day from, like, 8 to 4, Monday through Friday. Like, it's not that kind of thing.
Let me see. No, we have not tried Jaylene Cantu, the gel jugs. I did hear about the Tracee Ellis Ross products. I also heard about her starring in a movie as is it the Magic School Bus? Remember that storybook, Magic School Bus? Hold on.
Oh my gosh, she would be perfect for that. She's kind of like quirky.
Yeah, they said like live
that.
action Magic School Bus, so cute. But in the meantime, I saw her show up again on the timeline for her products.
Okay.
So, is she Diana Ross's daughter?
Dina, there are always sub positions open. Like, there was one needed yesterday, one needed the day before. I got, you know, they do it by an app. So, like, you get, like, a notification, like, you know, there's a new, like, there's a position open or something. And so if you go on the app, and I guess the first person to accept it is the person that gets the job. So, they do it like that. It's not like they have to call you and, like, you decline. So it'll probably be a little bit harder to say no if you, like, someone calls you, like, you know, no.
I know.
So, I like how they do it now. It's, like, not as much pressure. It's all
Ina,
electronic.
a day, she said, did he do it just to you guys? I guess referring to the parking lot attendant. Yeah, because there was nobody else there. That's the point that we were making. There was no
the day
one there.
we did go, the first time we went, and it was like a summer day, and it was packed. He literally turned his chair and was watching us from his chair. I was like, it's about to be a viral moment. I saw this man walk over here one more time. I was gonna take it on my phone because like he literally was like harassing us. It was so annoying. Yeah, it was so annoying.
No, but yeah, so yeah, we were the only ones that night. No one, there was no action at Overton's. Like the summer is over. It's a totally summer establishment. You know, seafood. Period. Little baskets. Whoever follows me on Facebook saw like the little basket of shrimp, whatever. So it's just like that kind of establishment. And it was late, 5 o'clock at night. Nobody was there at all, and just us. So. Yeah. Like relax.
He was like, you're gonna get a ticket, like a ticket for like 30 seconds going across the street. Like you can watch it, you can see us.
I'm like,
from
I
your
hope
seat.
We don't.
Like yeah, it was just you know. But yeah, the Tracee Ellis Ross products do look good though. What's it called? Pattern? Is it called Pattern? Yeah, yellow packaging. It looks cute.
Okay.
It looks very cute.
Now, who is she to make products? Like, is she
somebody with curly hair?
That's just it. That's just
No.
Like, has
she's
she
not.
been in the community for a while? I mean, that's she's Diana Ross's daughter.
Yeah, but she's like she's an actress.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
And
So
so-
what else?
I just wonder when they switch over.
What show
to,
is she on? I'm not familiar really with actors and actresses and people.
I
these
just
days.
wonder what made her cross over to like natural hair products.
Manny.
Oh, okay. Right, seriously.
And
Mm-hmm.
what else? I mean, I'm sure like maybe
That's
she
so
just wants to
funny.
put her touch on the curly hair world, natural community, like that thing. Okay, so she was on Girlfriends, Blackish. I was going to say Grownish.
Blackish,
One of them
okay.
issues. Yeah, Blackish.
Isn't Grownish like like the sequel or something?
I don't know. There's Grownish, Blackish. Weren't they coming out with Mixed-ish?
Right. Like you're serious, like right?
No, I'm serious.
Yeah,
I
no.
think Mixed-ish
I
was
know.
going to be a thing, but people didn't
Mhm.
like it or something. I don't know if it's still going to be a thing.
Oh, Fly TJ So Sweet said you all will help me pass the time while I prep the food for the party I'm having tomorrow.
What's everyone's deal with Mixed-ish? Someone just said that they saw it and they had mixed feelings about it. What are the mixed feelings? There's Grownish, Blackish, Mixed-ish. What's wrong with Mixed-ish?
I don't know.
Mixed-ish.
God's child. No, I did not see your question. Was it on my page or did you do it in Messenger?
No, there are no stylers in her line. There's conditioner though, right? Shampoo, conditioner.
Okay, she is her daughter. Okay. Thank you, Sybil, for answering that. So, is it on, like she answered, yeah, is it on my page or?
Okay, Grownish is a spin-off when their daughter went off to
Okay.
college on Blackish. So do you guys like the show? Is it a good show? Is it worth watching? I've never seen,
Okay.
really. I kind of watch shows based off of people's recommendation. Like, I got a recommendation for Greenleaf. We fell in love with the show. We absolutely love it. We haven't seen the first episode. I actually saw someone's comment. They're like, let's I hope tonight we're gonna be talking about like the first episode of season 4 of Greenleaf. I'm like, oh my gosh, we totally forgot. So we're gonna watch that probably when we get off here.
I know.
But,
I like to have like a few episodes because like it's so good that
People
show.
like 'em.
I wish it was a season that had already passed and like we could watch it back to back to back. But like we watch it and then that's it. I kind of like when they accumulate the episodes, but we've been waiting for so long and we have to watch it, I guess, episode by episode. But isn't it funny how your mindset changes? Back in the day, we never had a choice but to watch one episode of a show at a time. Now people watch seasons and,
The show takes getting used to.
which one?
She's very into healthy hair, talks about curly hair, she's serious about her hair.
Okay.
If she's just partnered with a hair care company and is just selling or slapping her names on products, I'll pass. No, I don't think she's partnering. I think it's like her own like rollout, like her own line. Like it's not like,
Okay.
it's like, the main choice featuring Tracee Ellis Ross, her product. It's not like something like that. I think it's her own line called Pattern. Is it Pattern? Leslie, I know Survivor's starting up again. Did not watch last season. I could not get into it at all. So hopefully this next season is good. I did not watch it last season. I think 3 episodes in, I was just like this. I wasn't feeling that one. People saying Queen Sugar is good.
Is that on OWN?
Haven't seen this since I canceled cable. Queen, yeah. Who
How
do you see Queen Sugar?
Lovely Bliss said it's redundant to me. Which one? Mixed-ish?
Grownish is a little cringe, very Disney-fied.
Really?
Okay.
So then she's not too grown then, I guess. We need a good show. We like when we finish like our work for the day or cleaning or filming or whatever, and then we eat our dinner and just watch a show. We just carry on. Like we finished the whole Flavor Flav, and then we did I Love New York, with like both 2 seasons each. That was fun.
Yeah.
We run out of shows to watch.
Taraji's having a line coming out too, a hair care line. Oh, on OWN. Yeah. on OWN.
Okay.
Okay.
A series. Doggy, I hear. Hold on, let me see.
You gonna handle
He's
it?
getting to this habit of ripping paper off the wall. Hold on.
Grownish is not Disney, it is advanced. I saw a little clip of Grownish and I thought there was like some cursing or something in it. So when I saw that like it's a little Disney-ish, I was like, is it? Or I thought I saw a clip where there was something a little advanced going on there. I tried to get my mom to see 90 Day Fiance. She was like, no. So like we kept scrolling, but I wanted to like see what 90 Day Fiance was all about. What's the price range? That's a good question. I don't know what the price range is. Anybody know what the price range is gonna be? I'm probably thinking like anywhere probably from like 14, 15, 16, maybe. That's what I'm thinking the prices are gonna be, somewhere in there. Or because she's Tracee Ellis Ross, it could be something higher up there. I don't envision products like they're gonna be like Cantu prices. I don't see that at all. But I could be completely wrong. But I don't envision that. If it's going into like Ulta or something, I don't see it. Ulta or Sephora, it's definitely not gonna be no $6.99. I know that. Starting at 9 for. Oh wait, starting at 9 for 3 ounce, $9 for 3 ounce to $42 for the larger size. $49 for 3 ounces and then $42 for a larger size. Yeah, okay, it will be an Ulta. Okay. Yeah, so the prices are probably going to be like, not like crazy. I don't think they're going to be like, well, 42 is kind of weed at. I don't know. Where can you find out the prices at? Between $9 and $42. Starts at 9 and goes to 70 for the big sizes. Okay. Oh, she said it would be affordable pricing. Okay. Is $70 affordable? I need to go to the website. Let me see. Is there a website? Pattern. Tracee Ellis Ross. Let's see. Where can you see the prices at? Shop. Oh, here we go. So, oh, all right. So, there's a lot going on. There's brushes. So there's a shower brush for $17, microfiber towel for $19, a hair clip for $10, jojoba oil hair serum, $25 for 3.9 ounces. There's an argan oil serum, $25 for 3.9 ounces. There is a leave-in conditioner, 9 for 3 ounces, $25 for 9.8 ounces. There's an intensive conditioner, 9 for 3 ounces, $25 for 13 ounces, and $42 for 29 ounces. And then there's a medium conditioner, same pricing, heavy conditioner. So they have different, okay, the leave-in conditioner is a medium conditioner, heavy conditioner, hydration shampoo, $3 for 3 ounces, $20 for 9.8 ounces. Okay. So, and it says her new hair care line for curly and coily hair ranging from 3B to 4C. Hair types. Cool. That's what it says. I like the packaging. The packaging is very cute. And I like that there's different types of conditioner. So like if your hair is like curly or coily, like there's different types of conditioner and like ingredients in there for like what your hair would need. So did I say 70? I don't think it said 70. I think the max is 42. It's ranging from, looks like $9 to $42. I don't see 70 up here. Let me see. What happened? Okay, he's not going to jump over because he doesn't jump off the couch. He's not going to jump over. Do you want to switch? Is he peeling? Sorry, guys. Is he peeling it off again?
Yeah. No, I take the leg to the wall. And I put the chair in front of it.
Okay.
I'm lifting the leg don't know, maybe she'll finish that.
Guys, I'll put the link I just was looking at in here. Hold on. Hold on.
Time for Bonzo. Good night.
Oh, I was looking on Harper's Bazaar. Hold on. Copy. I'll put the link in there. Sorry. There you go. That's the link I was just looking at that had all the products and all the prices listed. Angela, you said Diva is cheaper? Is it?
Well, how much is it? What kind of products are there?
Someone's a 42 is high. I mean, you don't have to get the big size. There is, but that seems like is it a big leap between, what is it, 9 ounces? 9 ounces and 13 ounces is 42. Yeah, what can someone do with 3 ounces? What's 3 ounces? What's an example of 3 ounces?
3 ounces, like what you can take on the plane, right?
And then 13 ounces, which is like a typical, like a 12 ounce, basically like thing container, is $42.
Wow, and how much is 3?
Oh no, wait, I'm sorry, 25. 25 for 13 ounces.
Cute packaging though.
Yeah, 25 for 13 ounces. How big are the Diva bottles? Diva gel is like, is roughly that, right? For 22, it's basically, it's like Diva prices kind of, right?
I don't know, but very cute packaging.
Very cute packaging,
What do
right?
they have? Shampoo, conditioner, medium conditioner?
And then 29 ounces is $42. But 13 ounces, that's like a bottle of Diva kind of, right? Like Diva gel.
Interesting.
For
So she's
25.
got heavy conditioner, medium conditioner.
They're for different like hair types kind of
Okay.
thing. Like some's for curly, one's for coily. Like I think curly. This is coily. Like there's a leave-in conditioner, there's a medium conditioner, and a heavy conditioner.
Okay.
And there's intensive conditioner. I don't know if that's like a
Deep
intensive conditioner for tight textures.
Okay.
Leave-in conditioner, define and moisturize. Medium conditioner for curlies, and
Very
then there's
cute.
heavy conditioner for coilies.
And the only place you can get it is at Harper's Bazaar?
No, that Harper's Bazaar is just like showing it. They have a website, and it's gonna be an Ulta.
Oh, Ulta. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cute. Very, very cute packaging. Who's interested in it?
Yeah. Someone's I'll wait for all you influencers before even considering. Yeah, I got yeah, so we'll see. That's expensive. Yeah, I mean, you know, affordability is in the pocketbook of the purse holder.
And it has to like draw the attention. Like, is it anything groundbreaking? Anything we haven't seen before? It's trying to be groundbreaking with the different kind of weights of the conditioner, but I don't know. Yeah, I'll wait for the influencers to see what they say.
Britt Ferguson, I don't like that she made 3 different conditioners and also a leave-in. A good conditioner works on all hair types and can be left in.
That's what I think. Yeah.
I feel like different hair types need different things. I mean, when people say like this product is a one product fits all kind of thing, people just need to like adjust their expectations. I think that's why sometimes when it's like a product that's, you know, one size fits all and they have certain people modeling the product, and then someone will use it and be like, well, it didn't do that for my hair, it didn't do this for my hair. That's why I think like certain, I don't know, I feel like different hair types need different things, like, or like, I don't know.
That's why
I kind of like that she has different.
I think she's trying to be groundbreaking because what else can possibly be made now in this natural hair community that has not already been made? So now this is trying to be groundbreaking, different strengths or different weights of conditioners. I feel the same way that you get a conditioner and you can adjust it accordingly. Maybe if it's thicker, you can just kind of like water it down a little bit or use less and make it spread more. If you need more, then just like use more. Like, I think it's trying to be groundbreaking, but it's a no-brainer. Like, just use one kind of a conditioner and adjust it accordingly.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, again, anybody can use anything, but you just have to adjust your expectations. You know. Britt Ferguson, that's very true. We actually learned that from CURLMIX. She says, like, extra tight curls don't always need heavy products. It's a misconception.
Right.
Yeah, that's what Kim from CURLMIX was saying. She was like, you need like lighter things. You don't need a whole bunch of like heavy heavy products, which that is a misconception. I know we said it a lot in our videos, like, you know, this might be good for like, you know, kinkier textures because it's like a thick butter or this and that, and like that's definitely a misconception I had that thicker textures needed heavier products, and that's not the case. But I do like the I don't know. I don't mind when companies do that. I don't.
Like when they
I don't like a one size fits all because
Yeah, you
curls
don't.
aren't one size fits all.
Yeah, no, you
I mean, it
really
could
don't.
be, but you know, again,
But
your
I
expectation. What's
I
gonna look
hate
like for your hair
variety.
type?
I hate choices. It's overwhelming at times, especially if it's a brand new brand, number one, in a brand new line. It's just very confusing. And once they have a line out, and then they just keep rolling them out and rolling them out, like you can barely buy an entire line before next month it's like another whole line. It's just so overwhelming. And we saw that when we were doing the decluttering, just all of the stuff. It's just a lot. So
What's in my hair tonight is the Nature's Little Secret, the Irish Moss styling cream. This is like day 4 or 5? 4? I think day 4, maybe day 4. But it was a one and done. I've just been kind of snatching creams up on wash day and just going with creams. So
okay,
yeah.
That's interesting.
I love the Irish Moss styling cream.
Whether you use heavy or light products has to do more with the porosity. I agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, because like think about it, like how could, I mean, it can happen, but like how could someone who needs a product that has like a lot of moisture and a lot of butter and oil, how could someone who has like a wavier curl pattern that would weigh their hair down, but the product's supposed to be a one product fits all for a person? Now the wavy hair person could do that, but that's just what it's gonna do to her hair. It's gonna make her hair weighed down and oily looking, and if you like that, like it could work for her hair if she likes that, but I think it's expectation, and I think different hair types need, you know, have different needs.
Kid Sister, you always have great combinations. So she mixed the aloe whipped butter gel from Camille Rose and Jessie Curl Spiralicious. Okay, neither have glycerin. Pretty cool. Okay. Desi looks like a new name. We're from Connecticut.
Okay, how's the shedding going? I said my last wash day when I showed you my clump of hair, we're just at the phase right now. I keep having wads of hair in my hand, so I'm at the not bothered stage right now. Like, I don't know, I've tried rinses, I've tried twist outs, protective styling, masks, tried it all. So I'm at the phase right now. I'm just gonna let it do its thing and it'll stop eventually. That's what we've just done over the years. Like,
Yes.
stuff's happened to our hair, we just let it, we just ride it out. It stops, and you know, that's it.
Hopefully it just kind of, one minute like we're so obsessed with it, and the next minute it's like we think about like, oh, we haven't had that problem in a while, so we'll see.
Yeah.
In this case.
But I mean, you've been having shedding too, and your hair doesn't shed really.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, everybody's hair
Yeah.
sheds, but to have an excessive amount, like your hair's been kind of shedding too. So
It has been.
I don't know.
And we just don't know what to attribute it to. The highlights, I definitely point the finger at. Change of seasons, it hasn't quite changed yet to warrant this kind of shedding. So I'm really looking at the highlights, because when it sheds, it's those blonde pieces that are coming out. So, hey Ari. No, curls in the making. Did anyone take advantage of the She Sent It sale? No, often our subscribers have talked about the line She Sent It. We haven't tried that yet.
Aaliyah Shabazz, I did briefly. Did you try going back to the Curls Green collection? I did. I did the rinse from their line. I did the shampoo from their line. I don't know. I think it's above me now.
Yeah.
I think it's our highlights. I think it was just kind of a bad session of highlights. Like, no shade to the stylist. Like, I think like my personally my hair, I guess, just couldn't take it this time, and so like it's shedding. So
it looks great tonight.
It is what
especially
it is.
From what I'm seeing here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Nature's Little Secret.
These
I see
bangs
people
aren't
talking
growing.
about that. I know, we're noticing that the other day.
We're like, why isn't our hair growing?
Yeah.
I'm like, 'cause it's too busy falling out.
Yeah.
Like, can't do everything.
Yeah, Nature's Little Secret doesn't have glycerin in their products, so the other day I put that as my leave-in underneath the pattern pusher. Love that combination.
We do have what's it, Olaplex? We were thinking about trying that this weekend.
Yes.
I think I'll dive in with you.
Okay. Yeah,
And
I'm
see.
done. But I've been liking the new Olaplex. I think, what number is this? It's kind of like their styler. They seem to use it on dry hair, wet hair. It's for curl definition, perhaps. I don't know, but like at a moment like this, I would definitely put it in my hand with their oil. I think it's number 7. It's like they're all. I think the one that people talk about for damaged hair is Olaplex 3, and then they came out with 4 and 5 shampoo and conditioner maybe. I think I got 6, which could be the styler. Then they came out with 7, the oil. But I like to mix 6 and 7, the styler and the oil, for moments like this when my hair is super dry and run it through. But I wasn't wasting that tonight just to sit in the house.
Nola Brooks, new subscriber, love the channel, welcome. Have you done a bedtime wrap morning refresh video? So any of you guys who are new to our channel or people who are old to our channel, I know we have like tons of videos on our channel. The best way to find something that you're looking for or to see if we've done it is to YouTube search, the YouTube search bar, type in MADCURLS, and then type in what you're looking for. So if you're looking for like our morning routine, you would type in MADCURLS morning routine and like our video would come up. Or MADCURLS, like, you know, how to refresh, MADCURLS bedtime routine or nighttime routine, that will come up. Has the MADCURLS tried main choice, MADCURLS main choice. You can even get specific and say like, you know, tropical moringa, and like it'll come up. So you can either search, just always search our name, product, brand, or whatever else you're looking for, and that video should come up.
It is overwhelming for those that are new, and actually for those that have been here since day one. We have well over 350 videos, so you just have to put in MADCURLS and put in some sort of the product, the brand, whatever, and most likely we have tested just about every single thing, other than new things that are coming out or things that simply just did not appeal to us.
Yeah.
But
I know we have so many videos.
we do. We have a lot. We have a lot.
We really do. Yeah. So try that. We do have a morning and a night routine. So if you that's the only way I can kind of think is the best way. We do have playlists. I know there's a natural hair like 101. It might be in that playlist. But yeah. MADCURLS, YouTube search MADCURLS.
You really good trying to organize them with like playlists and things.
Yeah, I tried. I tried.
Kim Gregory said, I've been using the Pantene Gold series. I know, I loved that for that series when I did that video. My hair looks so good. But again, you can't like use everything every day. You have to pick and choose. So when we were doing the decluttering, that went because I loved it so much. There really was no reason to rhyme things that stayed and things that went, other than the things that stayed, I mean, are just things that I absolutely love. Like nothing curl junky left this house. What else that I loved? My Botanicals, unless I had duplicates. We had plenty of duplicates, so only the duplicates went. Whereas normally I would stockpile. No, I didn't stockpile. Now I'm down to 1 of everything, and mainly things that like I'm in the process of using. So no backups, because they'll be there if I want the stuff.
Yeah.
Alikay stayed within reason.
Let me see. Do you have a makeup tutorial? So we did try to do a little makeup series. I think we have like, we do like a red eyeshadow look. The videos are super long. They're super long. We try to do like makeup Mondays, and I think there's like 3 videos there and 1 skincare video. There's a playlist of that, and the videos are like super long. I do kind of want to dive into makeup again a little bit, but like kind of do how the videos are worked. So if you guys are interested in that, I thought the video, like, it was literally us putting makeup on in real time, and so it was just a very long,
for those that don't know,
video.
We love to talk, and those that have been on the channel for even a split second, you know we love to talk. That's why we hold court every Friday night. We love to talk. So I think we were throwing everything at the wall January of 2018 to get new ideas, and we started our Makeup Mondays, which lasted a month. Every Monday we would do it for 1 month, but it was very long, very chatty, and we didn't think that was really like the genre for our conversations. I don't know, and we didn't feel like we had an audience for makeup really. Like, we had a natural hair audience, but it didn't seem like they were being clicked on that much makeup. I
feel like with our videos, we just kind of have to do what we want to do, and like somebody will watch it, because everything's not for everybody. Like I'm like one of my favorite YouTubers, like some of her videos, like I'm like, you know, I'm not really interested in that, but like I'll watch these videos. So you know, a lot of you guys don't watch the vlogs, but some of you guys do enjoy the vlogs. So, you know, people watch the vlogs, some people watch the makeup, some people watch the hair. Like, we just kind of give you guys a lot of everything. And
yeah, I even said,
watch what you watch. And
I wanted to show me taking my new medication, because I have been on Copaxone. For those that are new, or you guys that are old, you know, I have multiple sclerosis, and so I've been on Copaxone for like 15 years, and the insurance company has forced me to get off of the brand and now get onto the generic, which has really panicked me, because if it's not broken, then don't fix it. And I feel like I've maintained for all of this time having this debilitating illness, and so now to be forced off, and their reasoning was they're identical, and if it doesn't work, then they'll put me like back on Copaxone, I guess. So I appealed it, and I just lost, and so I had to finally do it. So I think I had maybe 3 or 4 injections left of the Copaxone, and I've been kind of putting it off. I think today was the last day I took the Copaxone. I kept wanting to hold on to that one to compare it to the new one, which is Glatiramer acetate, which is the active ingredient in Copaxone. So the Glatiramer acetate is the name of it, and that's the generic one. And the Auto-Ject, or this one's called Whisper-Ject, they're slightly different, so I have to learn it. But anyway, I looked on YouTube to see if anybody else has done that, and I didn't see any videos on the Whisper-Ject, which is the automatic thing to help you give yourself the injection, because I can't stand to look at needles. But I couldn't find it, so I said, let me be the first. Let me step out and show. Also, like my journey of having to switch from Copaxone, now going on to Glatiramer acetate, and really cataloging this and seeing if it really is exactly the same. They're like, oh, the active ingredients are the same, you'll be fine, it's the same. So we'll see if these insurance companies juggle and play around with people's lives. And so, because to not have it work and fail for someone with multiple sclerosis, that could be a huge thing for me if it doesn't work. It's not just as simple as, oh, we'll just put you back on. No, because it could be debilitating. It could make me go back and have a really bad exacerbation that I won't recover 100% from. So we'll see. But anyway, so that can reach the audience of people with MS.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're trying to reach out to different genres on YouTube to see.
So why not?
Why not?
Yeah. So people want us to bring back the mix it up videos. We can do
Yes,
that.
okay.
We were actually gonna do that the other day, and then I don't know what happened after Treatment Tuesday.
Yeah.
It just didn't happen. But we were thinking about doing that.
Someone wanted to know, the difference between, I think they emailed us. We see things sometimes, we see them, and it's just so much to do. It's just hard to kind of sit down and just write everything back. We tried to attend to things at times, but it's just, life just, gets ahead of us. But they wanted to know Miche, I think, protein, and Pearl Junkie, Repair Me, this or that. That was, that
So
person.
yeah, another this or that video.
Yeah, I'd like to do more this or
So
that.
we actually have the last this or that we did. We got so many questions in, we had to split it up into 3 videos. So I think the other 2 lists are still sitting there. So all we have to do is film it.
Oh, okay.
All lists are already made, so they're there.
So Elizabeth Thorson said, I'm on Avenix for my MS. So for those that are not familiar, so it was the A, B, C medication. So Avenix was the A, Beta-Seron was the B, and the C was Copaxone. And Avenix, at the time, that was offered. That was once a week, I think, and it went kind of more intramuscular, I think, or is this a subcutaneous, which means right under the skin, which I could handle that. I felt Avenix went deep, but it only was once a week. So how does that work for you?
Yeah, so I said it would be a good idea, even though we say we're a natural hair channel. I definitely want to branch out into other things, because we were both talking the other day. We're like, we should get some faux locks. We were.
I swear, I know.
We should get some faux locks.
I am
let's
so
go pay to have
leaning.
someone put some faux locks in our hair.
Yeah.
We were both saying
Yeah.
it the other day, and so I'm but we always never let ourselves do that, because we're a natural hair channel. All we do is wash and goes. I want to do new things, talk about new things. I don't always want to sit up here and first things first, water and wash my hair and do my I want to do other things. So I was like, why shouldn't we not do that? And we'll just figure out what else to do.
I know, Lovely Bliss. We felt like that. We said our channel was built on wash and goes. Our channel was built on natural hair. It's just so much you can do with that. So we're trying to make it interesting for ourselves, because
and I saw someone
yeah.
say, does switching up products a lot before, does that have an effect on your hair? 2 years in, I would say, yeah. We did notice at times the constant switching and swatching of our products. It has had an effect on our hair. Definitely, always switching up our product,
Absolutely.
always washing our hair.
Yeah.
Before, when we were in the beginning when we were doing it, we were doing videos every single day, filming back to back to back to back, and just constantly washing our hair. We had to stop that because that was way too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
So we're
it is
trying
a lot.
to keep what made us MADCURLS, and actually we made ourselves MADCURLS, mother and daughter. But we're trying to keep that same energy. What built our channel on the wash and goes. But after 2 years, it's just I don't know how people do makeup for 10 years or more. How do they come up with new ideas, whatever? There's just so much you can do.
They don't. It's just new makeup that's always coming out. So you're just constantly trying new palettes,
Yeah.
new things, new that. But for me, actually with skin, it's kind of messy too, because you can break your skin out, constantly trying new things, constantly having makeup on your face. So with us, it's been a workout for our hair the past 2 years or more, because we're constantly doing our hair like more often than we would if we weren't filming all the time. So
Right.
but now I'm like, I feel like we have other things to offer. I'm like, we have
Yeah.
other things to offer. We're cool.
Yeah.
We have other
I
things
think
to offer.
like, the 2 different ages, I think, is interesting, and we could kind of like tap into that. And so yeah, we're just kind of like thinking, being creative. We definitely want to do wash and goes. I have a whole line. I'm waiting for the other part. I thought I ordered it, but I didn't. And it's, who sent us that gel a few weeks ago? That flaxseed gel.
It's not smudges. It's Miss LoriAnne over here cleaning the chandelier. So it's just like
It's super clean.
bright. Let me see. Let me move it this way. Maybe hold on. Let me see.
I know my head is shining at the top of the Chrysler building.
Like I don't know where to move it to where like.
Yes, Leslie.
The light's,
Aaron
like, right
Brockovich
here.
Moment, definitely.
Guys, is that better? Yeah,
Do my
it's you
cleaning.
like scrubbing.
My white glove cleaning.
Kia Lammy, yes. She sent us
Yes,
the
Kia
orange
Lammy.
marmalade.
So we've been inspired. So you sent that orange marmalade, and you guys know I never rest at one thing. I love the little gingham, and I could just picture the background. So that became my baby.
Screenshot that so we can shout you out in the video because you're
Yes.
gonna look at me and you're gonna be like, you know, a subscriber. So you're gonna look at me. Who sent it?
And like,
And
you gotta stop doing that.
like-
Stop asking me that. Yeah, so we'll shout you out in the video. But you sent that to us, and so then I went to this site, Echo Slay, and got everything else. Loved it. So I'm waiting for it to come. Actually, it did come, and I'm waiting for the cute little applesauce edge control. I didn't need it, but I wanted it, so I got it. And I thought I ordered it when I did, because I got the entire thing, and then it came out with a tea, a moringa tea spray, refresher, leave-in, wash your hair, whatever, strengthens your hair. I don't know, but anyway, it's the perfect time for us, I felt, because of our shedding.
Does the red the hot sauce pre-poo, does that change your hair color or your scalp? It's very red.
Yeah, let me get the box to show you guys.
You might as well.
We get cute little things on Friday Night Live when you come.
Go grab
It's
it.
called- this is called a treat. Y'all describe what a treat is while I go get it.
Smells my face coming down.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was panicked. My whole face blew up like a balloon. I was itching. Thank you, Miss San Fran Bay. Guys, I'm on the Honey's Handmade website. I know. I love that picture. That picture was so pretty. When we were down there and they were like, they threw us those shirts. I'm like, okay, you two do this. Like, taking those photos was fun. Taking photos is like so interesting because like I'm not like we take our own photos and I take my own pictures and that kind of thing, but like actually having to like take a picture with like another person, like me and Candid Kings like had never like we never even met each other and like we were like on top of each other like taking those pictures and taking photos is so funny.
I just
But
wanted
it
to
came out pretty.
say- who did I see? I think someone said that was good that I was going to do that to show for people who had questions. What was her name? Jacqueline. Where was she at?
I saw that too.
Yes.
She has an orange circle. I
Yes,
believe.
absolutely, she did. Hold on, let me see. I just wanted to thank her.
Right
for
there.
That. Jacqueline Kenny. Yes, LoriAnne, you will help someone with questions. I love it. I know. I wish somebody would have helped me. That's why I said let me be the one to step out and show people that have to switch over. No choice of their own. All right. So anyway, Kia Lammy sent us this.
I'm
Everybody's-
bragging.
I'm bragging, except it's with my own money, so I can brag all I want to. All right. So this is orange marmalade from.
Is it frozen?
Subscriber- No, they tell you how to care for it, and
Oh,
they say
okay.
refrigerate it. So it's just a condensation because the room's kind of warm. I just thought it was adorable. I can just picture it in my head. I want to control the whole aesthetics because it's cute and it's gingham. It's so cute. So that inspired me to go to the website and get the rest. So, and then of course everything was like food related, so cute. So then the first thing up
Kid sister.
was Echo Sled. This is the hot sauce. Look at guys, it's orangey. I was concerned about this. Does anybody use this? I was afraid.
This is what's orange.
This stuff does feel. Is there a
Right? That's what I
refrigerator? This
said.
thing
It
at the
looks
refrigerator.
frozen. Girl, it's hard.
Why is it freezing in the refrigerator?
Did this say refrigerate?
Yeah, they all did. That's really weird. This stuff is so beyond cold. No, but this one, oh no, this one's still watery. Maybe because that's so thick.
Yeah, girl.
It looks just like hot sauce. You know, guys, I love hot sauce. And not sauce and all that kind of stuff. So it's so cute.
This is the pre-poo.
That's the pre-po.
Pre-poo.
Right. Then this reminded me of Alikay Naturals,
Alikay.
that black shampoo that I love. So this is your peppermint schnapps. And I like the fact that it had marshmallow root and that African black soap. So soap.
Just careful with the mailing label, so we don't
Oh,
get murdered in our beds.
Right, okay. So this, I can't wait to try this right here. Then came out with Moonshine. This is the oil, hair and body oil. Very cute.
Moonshine.
And then,
It has a whole bunch of avocado
look
oil,
how big this is, the deep conditioner.
sweet almond castor oil, cinnamon essential oil, lemongrass essential oil, sweet orange essential oil, ginger essential oil, and some very long scientific word I can't pronounce.
Okay.
But
This smells so good. And it's called, is it banana cream.
how are their prices?
Let me see. That not sauce or hot sauce, whatever it is, maybe that was like 14-ish. They have like little sets or bundles, and I think on Labor Day they shut down, I think the night before, and then they came back up on Labor Day with a sale that was like 30% off. I think if you're a first time customer, you can get like 10 or 15% off by saying first to Slay, typing that in. Labor Day, they had a 30% off, I believe, and that's when I went back and got that applesauce edge control that I wanted because it looked so cute. This is so cute, but everything is green, so to speak, you know, as far as like the way they care about the environment and
Like,
all of that.
you guys can't
That
see
smells
that. 'Cause
so
I'm
good.
sorry, the light is so bright, but it's just
Yeah.
white and it smells like bananas.
Yeah, we smell it.
Oh my god, it smells so good.
Oh my God, it smells so good. And then they had like 3 different versions. You could get the case, you could get the brush alone, or you could get the brush in the case. I didn't want to get the case because I think it was like $18, which was outrageous. It's like bamboo, but I had to get the cute little
You
brush.
didn't need that.
I didn't need it, but I wanted it. I think it was like $8.95. I saw the other day it's $10. I don't think the price went up. Maybe I thought it was $8.95. I don't know. But it's a cute little bamboo brush. And they said when you're done with it, you can throw it away and it'll just like go back into the earth or something. Cute.
The oil smells like oranges. Kind of like oranges, cinnamon, it smells good.
You guys know I love like little lines and cute little fruity type things.
Yeah, it smells like orange with like a pinch of like cinnamon kind of in it. It smells very good.
So that's very cute. So I like the story. She's a mom. It's like, you know, small black owned business, blah, blah, blah. So we'll see. We'll see.
What line is being reviewed? So we're just doing a little unbragging for some products that you bought. The Eco Slay?
Yep.
Eco Slay line?
Is it Eco? Echo? Eco?
Eco? Echo?
One of those.
Guys,
anyway.
you know.
So when we get, so we are going to, of course, what's near and dear to us, wash and goes. We didn't have nothing to wash and go. We're too busy decluttered everything. Nothing here left. Where's wash and go?
I know, it's time to film videos. We're like, oh, we don't have anything left.
Yeah.
Like, what's left?
We're going to start doing redos, like a series called Redo, because we simply just want to sit down and
Yeah.
style our hair, that we want to look sickening for the day, that we know it looks sickening. I'm tired of testing things.
But I highly recommend you go to the Nature's Little Secret website and get the Irish Moss styling cream because it is so
Okay.
good. And like
Yeah.
fall and winter's coming.
Yeah, and the banana leave-in, love that.
Yeah. We do have a
So,
code for them. What is it? MADCURLS for 15% off. Nature's Little
yes.
Secret, but their products are so good. And like, what do we say? They were in our glycerin-free video like
Yes.
all summer long. Their products
I think
are
everything
great.
was glycerin-free,
Every single
right?
product
Yeah.
line is glycerin-free. They have an amazing shampoo. Their cucumber shampoo is really, really good.
Yeah.
Their deep conditioner is good. Their custard, one of my favorites. Love their custard. This is just the wash and go with just the cream, the Irish Moss styling cream. But sometimes if I want a little bit more hold, I will add the custard with it. But this time I didn't. Lately I've just been going with
Okay.
creams, nothing drying. Like not that the custard's drying, but I'm just staying away from anything kind of like gel-like for now. But their products are good. You love the banana leave-in.
I love the banana leave-in.
Their avocado
Yeah.
cream is amazing. Like, I don't know, check out
Yeah.
Nature's Little Secret.
Yeah.
Check out Nature's Little Secret. I love their stuff. Very good. But the Irish Moss styling cream smells so good.
So yeah, so this is my treat to me after I got rid of all my products, decluttering. So now it's just things that are near and dear. Though I feel like we got rid of so much, and yet there's still. You were sleeping tonight before. You always take a nap before we go on live, and I was
Summer
like,
baby.
once you woke up, you were trying to be kind because like neither one of us wanted to set the other one off because it was just like one of those days. And you're like, oh, what are you doing, Mom? I'm like, I'm looking for something.
No, because I'm like, I fell asleep in your bed, so I'm laying there and I'm asleep. And I just hear like, doom, doom,
You're
doom,
dropping things.
Doom, doom, doom. And like all this rustling. And so I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? Like,
I was looking to refresh my hair. I was looking for Botanicals. Can't believe it's not pumpkin. So I wanted that, and then I wanted to mix it with Oh my gosh, that caramel smelling oil. Which one is that one?
Oh, it is Eco. Eco Slay.
Eco, okay. Which is that? What's that caramel smelling oil that Sotanicals has? So super sweet.
I don't know. It
smelling.
smelled like yogurt tonight though.
Yeah.
The whole upstairs smelled like yogurt.
Yeah, no. So I said to keep the moisture in, so I slapped on the Can't Believe It's Not Pumpkin.
Lisa Powell, I thought Sotanicals, their website was like shut down,
Really?
completely sold out.
For what? Sotanicals?
Right?
Really?
Was it Sotanicals?
They sell in and out of stuff quickly.
But
and
like
then they put
no,
it right
like
back.
their whole website, like everything is sold out at the moment. Is that right? Was it
Wow.
Sotanicals or was that, or am I talking about a different company?
Interesting.
This is my last watermelon of the season.
Oh, so she said that. Okay, Can't Believe It's Not Pumpkin. I know. I heard about it, as I always tell that same old boring story. I think you guys, somebody told me, I don't think she's on here. I think it was Reserved Chic, maybe? She used to be on Friday Night Lives, but anyway, she's in the comments a lot on our videos. But anyway, she was the one that talked about that line, the mask, that pumpkin kaolin mask everybody raved about. And so I got that last year, and then I Can't Believe It's Not Pumpkin. Love the Can't Believe It's Not Butter, but this to me is just like heads and tails. It goes to show, because tonight I'm seriously ripping apart all the product boxes to see all the things that we decluttered, and I just haven't found a place to put it yet. So, but I know like it's there somewhere, so I finally found it, and I mixed it with that oil. What oil is that?
Like, well, I get the new package for the Azam Coconut Co-Wash. I actually saw it when we were in Sally's the other day, but I still have like a full jar of the, I still have a full jar of the one in the old packaging. So once I use that up and I go to rebuy it again, then I'll buy it in the new packaging. I would say the Irish Moss styling cream has more of like a,
The thicker?
it's thick. What would you say it smells like? It's not floral. It's not strong either. It's
It's
like,
kind of like neutral, maybe. I
need to go
really
upstairs
remember.
and get it.
I've never used it. I
will go upstairs and get it in like one second.
Yeah, no, my favorite one is the banana leave-in, and that's like the lightest. Then the next one is the avocado one. Is that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I've never tried the other one.
Ooh, let me go get it. Because honestly, I don't know what the smell is, but I know it's pleasant.
So they are sold out on Sotanicals? What's that about? Do they have like a huge sale or something? Seems like Black Friday-ish to me. Or sometimes they kind of like, even though it's a little soon for that, but around like the Black Friday time frame, they start kind of like shutting down and getting things all ready. But last year was like a madhouse. Like that day, you had to keep going, checking back and forth, back and forth. 1 minute the stuff was there, next minute it was sold out. Go back a couple hours later, it's back restocked. Within minutes, back sold out. I mean, but it was an all-day refilling thing. All day long, they'd sell out and go back and stock it up again.
Girl, that little hump there almost died.
I know, right?
I just slipped. Almost died.
Kink Sink. Yes, it is. Thank you, Lanisha. Is it Lanisha? Okay.
What would you say? It's
All
definitely
right.
sweet. It's a sweet smell.
Let me smell. Hold on.
She used to hold it to be able to smell it.
It's definitely on the sweet side, but not food sweet. It's just sweet as opposed to floral.
Yeah.
But it's sweet, like neutral. Like it
Really,
It almost wants to be floral, but it's not
No.
because
It's very,
sweet.
it's very mild.
Yeah,
It's very mild.
yeah. I don't know how to
Hi,
describe it,
Curly.
but it's pleasant. A lot of K. Hey, ladies.
Hey, Jennifer Joseph. Has a pomegranate scent. Okay, I can kind of see that. A little light, kind of. I can see that.
Okay. Botanica Stylers. I saw that the other day. I saw that last night.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the one?
Who made it?
No. I saw her. She had a few videos. I think she did a Mask Monday. That pretty gal. Oh my gosh. Franchelli, is it?
Shelly's girl?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Girl!
I can't think of these things, guys. Yes, so she did 2 videos. I saw she did a Mask Monday, and then it seemed like she had the whole line
Mm-hmm.
there. So that's the first time I ever heard of Botanica. Is that a new line?
It is by an influencer, I think, right?
Oh, really? Okay, by which influencer? Okay, Beverly Mayweather. That could be a description.
She didn't like it? We didn't see the video.
Yeah, I didn't see the video. I just saw it in my suggestions. Doggy Dogginess. I hear you. He's gotten onto this new thing with his wall, and tomorrow we're gonna have to go out and find a way. How can we, like, you know how when you have little kids and when you get to the corners of counters or walls or tables and the kids can hit their head because almost like almost like the height that a kid's forehead, so they have like these plastic kind of bumpers. So I'm trying to think what we can put on. He's like, he gets to the edge of the wall where it kind of like meets, like where it's going to turn a corner, and he's been working on these walls, and so we've taped it, we've done everything, and I can just keep hearing the crunch. Every time I hear the crunch, it's driving me crazy because I know
tape off.
He's ripping tape off.
So many times in the kitchen today, I came in and he had like tape on his fur because he's like taking the tape off, it's getting stuck to him, he's running around trying to get the tape off.
Yeah.
And so like we don't know how to protect the walls right now.
I know. Any suggestions whatsoever, and all that crazy stuff that they have spray and the gross stuff that doesn't work. He licks that off and moves on. He is not bothered by that yucky
like,
stuff.
he's like at the the stage where like they're like nipping and biting stuff and
destroying.
Alana K, I have the Nature's Little Secret Irish Moss styling cream in my hair as a one and done. And what's in your hair tonight?
Tonight I refreshed with the can't believe it's not pumpkin, but I think I did Curl Junkie and the Nature's Little Secret Banana Leave-In, because they're both glycerin free. So Pattern Pusher is a glycerin free gel by Curl Junkie, and then I wanted a glycerin free leave-in, and so I used Nature's Little Secret Banana Leave-In. Hi D Curly, welcome back. I know you've been going all summer.
Girl, living her best summer life. We should have taken a summer vacation.
You have such handsome boys. I saw everybody getting ready for the first day of school. So cute. Love that.
Well, I have to see what you did. He's like making so much noise in there.
I know, you know what I'm saying? You don't find himself created if you don't stop. Love him so much. Okay.
Look at this. Look at this.
What did you do?
He has the whole tape all around his face. Come over here.
I took Checker's leg just like temporarily so that we can like continue on with this, and put it against the wall. I took a big wad of tape and taped it to the wall, and that's why I keep hearing him like work on.
Was this the tape?
It didn't work.
It was stuck to his whiskers. Was that the tape?
That would be it. But part of it, yes, I took this and tried to tape Checker's leg to the wall. It was kind of like up, and like, you know how his foot goes like that. So, but he's way too big. But just to kind of like block that spot that he's working on until we can get to like a Home Depot or something to protect it. I don't know how we're going to protect that. She's doing just fine. Well, it's silicones, Ari said, but she's off silicones. Well, look who's here. Hi, sir.
Quickly
The
say
tape
hi.
master. Hi, dogginess. Doggy. Look at him. Just look at pieces of tape on him.
More tape?
More tape. Hi, dogginess. What are you doing? What are you doing? You want attention? Ah,
All right.
Britt Burgess said, hi, doggy.
He's going back.
Checkers and doggy are so close. Yes, I guess I could say that, D. Curly. I'm kind of glad. Checkers survived my cleaning. Sharon, you saw him. Said, "Where's your puppy?" He was here and now he's gone. They're all saying, "Hey, doggy. Doggy, are you being a naughty boy?" Diamond Hill wants to know.
Yeah.
Doggy Ann.
Let's see. Is it sus-pish? Taylor, your healthy attitude about shedding has become so helpful to my current 1,000+ hairs dripping into my hands each wash. So grateful for your chill.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I freak out, like, you know, about things like in life in general, but most of the time it's just like kind of whatever, because like what can you do? You know, I've tried doing a few things, nothing's really working, so now it's just what to say, like when you can't nothing else, just stand. Like I'm just like,
when you've done all you can do,
you just stop.
Yes,
like just
the Bible says just stand.
Yeah.
All right, so you want me to take a picture so I can show you guys, so maybe you guys can give us some advice about what we can find tomorrow when we go to Home Depot or stores of the like to see what this is. And he's ripping down and tearing apart. Hold on.
Yeah, I know. And then
Go take a picture.
when you've done all you can about something and, you know, you can't really do anything else. It's just like, you know, just gotta let it.
Yeah, I don't mind them licking me. Who had said that? Curls in the making, but not in the mouth. That
Yeah.
I don't do that. Definitely, no matter how much I love you.
She doesn't like when people, when they lick them. Yeah. Yeah, no, licking in the mouth, but that, no.
That I can't do.
We won't be doing that.
That,
We won't be doing that.
No,
But,
not that close.
yeah.
I don't even let humans in here.
Turn the green tea rinse for shedding. Alana K, I tried the Curls green tea rinse for shedding. I tried a lot of rinses. Oh no, I'm sorry, and I did the green tea rinse. The Naturally 85 one, I did it twice. 1 week and I did it next week, and I felt like the second week I did it, my hair was completely detangled. I put the rinse in, then I rinsed it out, and I felt like my hair like tangled back up. It made my hair extremely tangled, and I lost hair after that rinse, like, so I was just like, let me stop all of these treatments, trying things, experimenting, like, this is not it. But maybe it's like one of those things that like works like over time, like it doesn't work immediately. So I did do it 2 weeks ago, and then I did it last week. I haven't done it, I didn't do it this week, but yeah, why not steam hair with a tea bag for shedding? We do it, no problem here. I didn't think to use steam or heat for my tea rinse. I just kind of let it hang out for like 15-20 minutes, then I rinse it out. Hey Deborah James. But yeah, anything with like your hair, like you can't let it get to, because definitely like natural hair like ebbs and flows. Like one day it's kind of working with you, the next day like something happens. What's going on? Hi. Okay. Calm down. He's free, and now he's, oh, there he goes. Oh, there he goes. Okay. Oh, okay, hold on. Those are the new curtains. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry guys. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. He's over here. Should I send him back to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Doggy, you're being patient. Ow! Let go. Okay. Goodbye. Mom call.
Come here, doggy. Doggy dance.
Oh, he has my moccasin. He took my moccasin. Okay. Doggy, don't start acting out. Yep. Hold on. He's gonna like rip this tripod off the table. Sorry, guys. Our house is in shambles tonight.
Hey, look, here it comes.
Okay, I see him. Are you trying to grab him, or are you letting him run?
Okay.
Okay. You will sit. Oh, here. Please stop. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you. Let's calm down.
Come in, guys.
Woo. Sorry. The craziness of live streams. Sorry. All right. Lovely Bliss, I could have low iron. There was a comment the other day about me maybe taking iron pills. I know it was either last year or the year before I went to the doctor, because I felt like I was like really abnormally tired for my age. Like I would wake up, have breakfast, and like need a nap, or like just do like, I don't know, I just felt really tired, that it wasn't like normal tiredness. So I went to the doctor, and I do have low iron levels, but like nothing alarming. But there's nothing I did for it. I did actually say to you last night, sorry, I'm out of breath, chasing doggy.
Yes, it's a workout.
Should I start taking like iron supplements or something and see if that
Will help.
changes anything or does anything for me?
Okay, so you're good at putting it up there so they can see. Okay, so this is one counter. It's kind of like that cheap, is it particle board? It's like that fake faux wood. So he started on this. So what can we do with this?
This is like, oh wow.
I saw some spackling,
It's
like
like this is the
color of wood, and then you could sand it down. And
the bottom of a counter. He's like ripping the wood going up.
all right, and then the other one is the wall, like the other picture right there.
That's a horrible picture.
No, that's it's just to show like that's the
It's
white
blurry.
wall. It's the edge of
He's
it.
like, so this is the wall.
Yeah, that's the edge,
But-
and then the wood. He's working through that wood.
Yeah, they can't even see that. But it's basically he's like biting the wood off the wall. He's like,
Yeah.
because like the light is bright.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know. This whole thing is wall, and that's like the chunk of the edge. It says, oh no, that looks like an expensive repair. Doggy is crated. He does like his crate. He will hang out in there. He will sleep in there. If the door is open. If we close the door, he'll freak out.
Mm-hmm.
But he likes his crate. But he also likes running around the house,
He sure does.
which we don't let him do, because our house isn't really dog proof, so to speak.
Yeah, no, he definitely
Let
does need the Doggy Whisperer. And one of our subscribers sent us the book from the Doggy Whisperer. We just haven't read it yet. Yeah, the crate will be safe for him. Exactly. I know, he's gonna get a little 5 minutes of fame.
Low vitamin D is common for people of color. Okay. Is vitamin D iron, or is that something else? What's vitamin D?
Vitamin D, no, it's something else. Vitamin D, is it because, isn't that, because like vitamin D comes from the sun, and I didn't know that that was common.
Spackle will fix the wall, fill it in, and paint over. It'll look like new.
That's what I said.
But
That's what I said. But that wood part.
it's just that other wood that's not really wood. It's almost like wood wallpaper or
Yeah.
something. Like he's ripping it like it's wallpaper.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what kind of material that is, but he's ripping it up.
But even though I did see, people that like DIYs, all that, I'm like not a DIY person, but I can be if I have to. But it looked like it was almost like the color of that, and then you put it on, and then you sand it down, and then
Vitamin D is from the sun, but people take
Yeah.
vitamin D pills. Like,
I do for MS. They say that something about that helps. I don't know. Yes, he has. Are you kidding? He has tons and tons of teething toys. He is not bothered with those teething toys.
no.
I mean, I got such a kick out of buying the toys because they reminded me so much of when Spencer, Taylor, and Adam were little kids. The toys, the doggy toys, remind me so much of the toys that I got them. There was one that was a caterpillar, so cute, that came out of an apple. Not bothered. He has tons of teddy bears with blankets, teddy bears with pillows. We even got frozen toys that you get wetted under the sink, put it in the freezer, and it becomes cold for his teething. He has every toy imaginable,
So,
and he's not bothered.
Like, someone just went to like, do we want to fix it now while he's still teething? Like, I'm like, what's the point of
Yeah.
fixing it now just for him to like chomp on it again? But then we're also thinking like, where else in the house can he go? That like, we don't want him to mess up any other like part of the house. So that's kind of his space right now, but we want to protect the space. So we've been putting tape down, but now he rips the tape off with
Yeah.
his new teeth that are growing in. Research links to vitamin D levels to sleep quality. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I need to take some like sort of supplement because I'm not always tired, but like
Again,
I'm
though,
always tired.
I explained one live that I don't know if it's an iron thing that can be fixed because I never know if my tiredness is from MS fatigue or from being iron deficient, but it's like genetic. It's not like your typical type of low iron where you can take an iron tablet. It's thalassemia. Yeah, it's like through the family bloodline or whatever. So it's not something that can be cured with iron pills at all because I did that for years. And I was so glad when they finally diagnosed it as thalassemia, and taking iron pills was a waste of my time, they said, because it will do absolutely nothing. It doesn't reach that kind of iron deficiency. So,
Samantha, what is a dog's reaction to hot sauce? She said rub red pepper sauce or hot sauce on the places he's chewing. Like, what's the reaction to that? Like, how long does it last? Is he gonna be like running around with like
yeah.
hot sauce in his mouth? I mean, I bet he won't do it again, but like, I don't.
Yeah, no,
Hot sauce is. I don't want to hurt him.
some
but
things are like too much. Like, we appreciate because we're putting it out there, so we're appreciating advice. But me personally, I wouldn't do that. I didn't believe in when kids cuss to put soap in their mouth and all that stuff. I just didn't like those kinds of things.
they won't come near it. They won't like the smell.
Oh,
Hot
well,
sauce is very. Doggy's so curious though.
He is, and he went through that yicky stuff that they said to spray on that, and I didn't know what it was, and I think I was so busy cleaning the wall one day, and it got on my hands, and then I went to go eat chips or something, and my hands tasted very sour almost, and I didn't know where the sour taste was coming from. So that was that day. I washed my hands, and that was that. The next day again, he started with that tape, and I again tried to smooth it down and all that. Again, I got that icky thing, that icky stuff on my hands, and was eating something with my hands, and again that sour taste. So I said, it's that stuff. I said, oh, that's not that bad. I said, that's why he's not bothered by that. It's not bad enough for him to stop doing it.
Leslie, would you recommend that? She said hot sauce is gonna burn his baby booty, which is like, if he licks it, like is that something like you would do? Or I'm curious. It's more about the smell. I mean, the hot sauce smell is very strong.
Mm-hmm.
But they did have that bitter yuck spray. He was not bothered with that.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, he licked it and licked it. Because I sprayed it on the gate. Someone said gate off the area, doggy gate the area. That is his area. There's no other place we can put him besides like the downstairs bathroom, which we had him in, but he just barks. He doesn't like that area anymore. He likes to be out in the open. So we gated him in this area in the kitchen, and that's kind of the only space he can go in our house for now. And
somebody just sent us Alicia McIntyre.
He needs a playpen.
That bitter.
A playpen might be a good idea.
I think there's so much activity with us and the boys that he would just feel frustrated. He wants to be a part of the action. They say you have to know your breed when you buy them, and of course, everybody knows the story. We woke up one morning and said, today's the day, we're getting a dog. So we went to the store and we got him strictly because of his red curly hair, hence MADCURLS doggy. He looked like a MADCURLS doggy that we could own because of his curly hair. So we got the curly hair. We didn't realize the breed was beyond active, I mean, we went to the dog park. A man in his 50s was there, and he said he almost had a nervous breakdown because he had a golden doodle, and they never stop. They just don't stop, and he does, and it's fun. I mean, and we're all here, but they also are very, very clingy. So you could be sitting here. He will be fine as long as he's sitting right here with you. If he's right there right now, behind the gate. If I went to the kitchen sink, he'd be flipping out because he'd want to be right near me. They always want to be with you.
That's basically a pen in there for him. Maybe we can change, but that he can get the walls and stuff. We actually got bought a pen and say stuck in the middle of the floor here. There's nothing.
He'd feel too confined, I think. I think he'd feel like he's afraid, like he's missing out on the action.
But how is he not missing out on the action in the kitchen?
He is. That's why I said if we went to the sink, he'd start flipping out. We have to always address him. Remember the other day he was flipping out, and you're like, did you address him? And I said, I felt like if I did, I'd get him started. And you're like, no, the fact that you didn't got him started because he doesn't like to hear my voice. Well, good night, doggy, and then go up the stairs. You have to see him and address him face to face, respectfully.
Yeah. But we'll talk about it. I think a pen might be a good idea. Yeah. Change his area, and because we can't gate him anywhere because the gates don't reach that far, a pen might be a good idea. So, and definitely it'll keep him away from the walls because they'll have only a certain area he can go.
Right.
So to maybe get another dog. I've been saying that for the past week. I said doggy needs a friend.
Yes, we've seen those pig ears, even though there's been a recall on them because they have something, E. coli or something. And then D-curly, we've seen tons of, I never knew what they were until I saw the recall and they had the picture and I'm like, oh, that's what those things are I seen in the pet store. Big slabs and slabs and slabs of pig, all parts of the pig, dried out.
I don't like those toys. Remember we got a ring for him when we couldn't find his other ring and it smelled. You were like, this stinks.
It smells like fake bacon or So we've seen the pig ears. No, there's not a thing that we have not tried yet. That's why we're at a loss right now, and he's just ripping that wall apart because we really have tried it all. Hopefully it's a phase. One that is see-through, Andre Twitty said. I've seen some. Sometimes they almost look like a tent. I've seen. But I do think it'll be frustrating because I know his nature, and I think we'll put him in there, and he won't like the fact that he can't jump out, get out, and he will work with those nails to try to get out.
A pen is basically how we have it in the kitchen. A pen is it's just a gated area. It's not like his crate. Okay. It's not small. It's big. It's a huge gate.
Yeah, I've seen.
He can be in there.
What's the difference between that? You think in the kitchen?
He won't be near the walls. Say we stick it here in the floor.
Okay.
He can't. It's just the floor. That's my only thing. He won't. Yeah. In the kitchen, he's gated in, and he's touching the walls and eating the walls. walls.
Perfect,
But
guys.
put him in a place where there's no walls.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Chewy, here we come. Yeah, 'cause I've seen a lot of them on Chewy.
But I want them to be like a decent size. Like where we
Yes.
want to get him like a big like plush like pillow to sleep on since he doesn't like his crate really. So, but I'm like I don't want to get him like a medium one where he fits. Like I want to get him like a large or like an extra large so he has like plenty of room, like a nice big bed. So the pen will have to be big so he can have room to move.
Good night, LoriAnne. Yes, he definitely is running the show. Elfrida,
Yeah.
absolutely, he is running the show. He is running.
I mean,
the show here.
it's hard. It's different phases, almost like with kids. Like they go
Mhm.
through like different phases. So like they say like 2 terrible twos and whatnot. So like he's 5 months and he's just doing new things. Like the other day he was sniffing like crazy, like almost like a kid who after they're crying they're trying to calm themselves down. So he was like literally like trying to like I'm like what's wrong with them and I googled and it was like dogs who do that if they're like nervous or they don't like something or something. So we had a delivery man come to the door for something and then like doggy started like
leaving at the
freaking
same
out.
time, like really early in the morning, like 7 o'clock in the morning. The delivery man was coming, Spencer was leaving, and he started barking, and that was new. Like we hadn't taken him to the park in a few, I don't know, in the beginning of the summer we did it a lot. Then as we started doing all that decluttering and doing all this stuff, like we kind of like weaned away from that, and we felt like he was not getting used to the people the way he once was. He was so friendly and his tail was wagging. He loved people. I didn't like the fact that the delivery man came and he started that barking. Now I don't know if he did it for attention because he likes when people see him, and you have to definitely address him because he's so doggone cute and he knows it. So he's so used to people seeing him, making over him, and then petting him. And when the man came, he just simply dropped off what he had to drop off and didn't even acknowledge him. So that probably just crushed him. He just was not used to not getting attention. So I think it was just a lot going on. Somebody coming in, a stranger.
It was way too early in the morning.
Way too early. Spencer was
early,
leaving.
yeah.
We were up, and I just, so then you said you were gonna go upstairs. I think I wanted to cook an egg or something, so I did. And then when I was all done, I was gonna go upstairs, and then I saw him doing that, and my tag, like, this is something that like I really needed your opinion on because you've spent an awful lot of time with him. It was something new I hadn't seen, and like you said, the best way to describe it, like a little kid crying so much, and then when they finally stop, it's just like the leftover.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Yeah, and
so sad. And
it sounds like Doggy sounds extra. I mean, he's work. Like it's like having a kid. It's work.
Yeah.
Like we're trying to figure him out and what he likes and what he doesn't like, and it's a lot. It's work. It's
no,
work.
we haven't talked to a professional.
But I love him, and I wouldn't
I
trade
know,
him for
I
any
know.
other dog. I'm not upset that we bought him or want to give him back or anything
No.
like that. Like it's just
We
we're
have
just
to
trying
get to
figure
know him.
out. Yeah.
But he really does have the best temperament. Part of it probably is his nature because they said that golden doodles just love being under their owners. I mean, you could be sitting on a couch, like I said, and they are right there. Paw on your back. They just have to have that contact. So that is something that we have to get adjusted to because you can't like really move and go anywhere. The time when we did the Popeyes video, we left him here and we heard him just carrying on when we were like backing down the driveway. And I'm like, people buy pets all the time. They go to work every day. He is so fortunate to have us home daily. He has not been left alone
Do you guys
at all.
think we should leave him like at home more often? Like tomorrow's Saturday. I said like I want to go to the mall. I want to pick up some few things. I know on Saturdays my brothers go out, and we tried to not go out until they come back, so at least like they're home with him.
Yeah.
But like they don't get back till like 4 or 5, and I'm like I want to go out. I want to enjoy the Saturday. I was like, but we can't bring Doggy. The boys are leaving, so like should we start leaving him alone more often? Like is he's 5 months?
Absolutely,
Is that too
yes.
young? Like
Leslie said yes, exclamation points. Christina, yes, absolutely. Yes.
so how long
Yes,
for
yes.
5 months do you suggest like he can be left alone?
Yeah, leave him alone until he gets used to it. He will be okay. Okay, let's leave it all the time. To prevent separation anxiety. Okay. He'll be okay. Yeah, I felt that way.
Like we all want to go out tomorrow, and I'm like, well, what about Doggy? Like
I know.
we'll have to probably put him in his crate, put him in there, and because we can't just leave him in the kitchen because he will
Destroy.
destroy
What's
the
left of
walls.
it.
Yeah.
That's when a closed crate is good. Okay. Leave him alone,
for,
bro. Yeah.
for an entire work day. Start with a few hours. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I said. People go to work and they work 8-hour shifts, and
Yeah.
their dogs are left alone. And so this babying of him and no one wanting him to be by himself, and also now he doesn't like his car seat. So whoever's in the passenger seat will put him
You're only gonna think we're busted for
on
that.
our lap.
Guys,
Because he doesn't like the car seat because he
we're-
does like this little thing, like ticks.
Yeah, like he like
Thing.
twitches
Like,
and
yeah, and he
stuff.
clicks
We're
his-
trying not to spoil him. Like we're
Yeah.
trying to be.
We're just going by his lead.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like the car. And it makes him nervous. He does something exclusive to the car where he does like this tick thing with his mouth and shaking of his head like really like ticks. Like we took a video of it and he only does it in the car. And so we're like, okay, he doesn't like being
But
in
he's
the
gonna
back.
know like that we still love him and stuff, right? If we like leave him for hours at a time, like I just don't want him to be like afraid. Like we put him in his crate and we disappear for 8 hours, and then it's just like, where is everybody? Like, oh my gosh, like it's like I don't know.
I know.
He's such a baby.
My dog created 5-6 hours going to work. He's already spoiled. Can't believe you've never left him alone before.
We left him alone once
We went to
before,
Popeye, but like it was like rush, like oh my god, we gotta get back.
so he'll be okay.
All they do is sleep when you are away. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it tomorrow because I know I want to go out. There's some things I need. You need some things, and so
Yeah.
and we can't rely on the boys. Like, it's not fair to them. We tell them like they have to stay home with doggy because they want to go out.
Like, we take
so.
turns. Like how soon? How long are you gonna be gone? When will you be back?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Nope. Tomorrow's
Dogs
a
don't
good
have
day.
memories. That's your own guilt talking. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Oh, my doggy. He's little. Says once he's a dog. I know, but like we're YouTubers, so like we don't have to leave the house. Basically, we don't want our job is in the house. We film in the house. We work in the house. So like we're in the house. So the house, like so we're always here. So there's no really reason to leave him alone. Well, I guess because we have to go. Well, when we go grocery shopping and stuff, someone's home. My brothers live here too, so you know there's always somebody in the house with him. So no, he's never been left by himself.
Yeah. There's like really no reason.
But he
to
probably
do
could
it.
have been up until this point. We just kind of haven't wanted to. We'll
Right.
take turns going
There's-
grocery shopping.
Absolutely.
Or
There's been times where he should have been left alone,
Yeah.
but we just have rushed or taken turns, split the party up. I'll go someplace.
guys, we're just
alone.
softies. We're just really just soft. But yeah. My sister puts on the TV for noise. She puts on the animal channel. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I leave my laptop open in the living room facing the kitchen.
Yes.
For like a
Jacqueline,
nightlight for
Kenny
him.
will definitely worry while we're out. But I mean, it's just like being a parent. You know, my kids, and they're no worse for the wear. Never were really babysat for at all, family or otherwise. I just didn't like leaving my kids. Period. So
I mean, if we get
left.
another opportunity to travel, like say it's for like a couple days,
Mhm.
he'll definitely be left with somebody. We're not gonna leave our dog in the house for 3 days while
No,
we
no,
travel
no.
or something. That's
No.
a little insane.
Mhm.
But
That's cute. Try vlogging your trip and doggy's reaction when you return home.
okay, we have to condition him so like he'll know that like we'll always come back.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, like almost like separation anxiety with kids. You have to break through that. You have to do that because they carry on. I mean, kids carry on.
Do you have a cam you can watch him on? I said I wanted to get one of
No,
those.
you
I've been
said
saying I wanted to
that.
put one in the kitchen while we're
Mhm.
upstairs so we can see him, see what he's doing.
Yeah, because now he definitely told us what to do, and he no longer likes being created in the bathroom at night, door closed, fan on. Nope. So now he's in the kitchen all night long, and we said we wish we had a video camera to see what he's doing. So he barked and barked and barked and barked and barked. He carried on the beginning of this week, and we couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, it was, especially
So-
because it was late at night, and you could
Yeah.
definitely hear him probably outside. I'm like, oh my gosh! I'm like, are the neighbors gonna like send the cops over here because doggy won't stop barking? Like, and so I was like,
Yeah.
take him out. We have to figure out what to do with him.
And we knew
And-
Adam had to go to college in the morning, Spencer
I
had
had
to go to work.
and doggy just like would not stop barking.
Yeah.
So I was like, take him out.
Yeah.
As the process, I never say goodbye. It makes things worse. I do make a big deal about hello though. Okay. So no like hugs and kisses before we leave, like to go out. None of that. Okay.
Okay, smoke beer to spoony rest. Okay.
crates. Yeah, I mean, like, well, doggy definitely needs a crate. If we go out tomorrow, he's definitely gonna be in his crate because, again, like, but I mean, what's the difference between us?
They say that they are den animals, and so he doesn't like to say, like, you take him out like the final bathroom at night, and then you come in and then you put him in the crate, which one time he loved that, or at least he did that. Now, nope, he's not having any of it. He walks right back out, and then you'll come down later on and you'll find him.
If I come out at like 6 o'clock in the morning, he'll be he will be in his crate. He goes into his crate.
He's gonna say, "You guys are not putting me in. I will walk in."
I will walk in. Yeah, so he does like end up like he might fall asleep on the kitchen floor, but he will get up and go into his crate and go to sleep.
Yeah.
So he does sleep in his crate. But I don't know about. I feel like if we leave his crate door open and leave him in the kitchen like pen area, we're opening ourselves up to possible accidents because he will not pee in his crate, but he probably will pee on the kitchen floor, and there will be pee when we get back on the kitchen floor.
Yeah, when we first got him, we saw videos on to crate or not to crate, and we went the crate route. We also went the route of taking him back and forth to the bathroom outside to train him that way, as opposed to pads in the kitchen on the floor, because we felt like we were home and we could do that. Some people that have to go to work probably have to train them. Back in the day, you know, when I was a little girl, like newspaper, you know, who does that? I don't know. But, and there are definitely doggy pads and stuff now, but we just felt that it would be confusing because there would be times when we would be out and he would have to know how to go to the bathroom outside. So we felt right from the start, let's just train him to use the bathroom outside, and so that's worked well for us now.
So for him eating the walls and stuff, would you suggest tomorrow that we leave him like in his kitchen area and like his crate in there, crate open, like he can go in and out, just have the whole area even though he's eating the walls, or just stick him in his crate and like close the door and like leave him in his crate with his food and all that kind of stuff? Just curious what you guys think.
Crate train because they had to leave the house. Yes, I know Diamond Hill, he definitely is already spoiled. But the face, how could you not?
Oh, it says close the crate door when you're out, it's safer. Yeah.
Yes.
Because he might like bang up against the gate.
Yeah.
And then the gate falls, and then he's just out in the house, and
he's so smart. He's learned how to jump on Checker's head, and it propels him up, and his head is just peeking over down the counter, which is quite high. So he knows that now. I'm so afraid he's gonna clear that.
Okay, people are saying crate. Okay.
Crate.
Yeah,
okay.
Crate.
Yeah, no, he definitely knows how to work his way up Checkers now and use that to propel him to anything on the walls, the windows. He's pulling the blinds. He is very smart. And he's figuring this stuff out.
Yeah, there was a treat on the counter, and I came into the kitchen, and he was eating the treat, and that's why I was like, and Adam was in the kitchen. I'm like, Adam, did you give Doggy the treat? And he was like, no. And so, and then I saw Checkers up against the counter, and then I saw him, and then I put like 2 and 2 together. I'm like, so he climbed up Checkers onto the counter, grabbed his treat, climbed back down, and is sitting on the floor enjoying his treat right now. And I was like, wow, like, okay. So he's climbing on things. All right. Why are you leaving food in his crate when you leave? So he can eat? No? You guys don't leave food for them to eat in the crate?
We don't leave, but when did you leave food in the crate?
Well, when we went to Popeyes, I left his lunch in his crate, so it's lunchtime.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you know, do we not give food in the crate? No?
He's at the point where we feed him once a day. So it's not like we're like when we first got him.
You don't feed him at all.
No, but I'm saying like the food is left out there for him to dip in whenever he wants to. It's not
Yeah,
like
before I was like breakfast, like then lunch, and then like dinner. Now it's just like if there's food there during lunchtime, like I don't like add food. Like I noticed at dinner time there was no food there, so he must have eaten his like breakfast portion, which turned into his breakfast and lunch portion, and so.
The vet said that when we came home and they gave the specific instructions to do like a quarter cup 3 times a day, and then they would kind of like outgrow that, and they said now they notice that this breed, this poodle mixed breed, they like to wander throughout the day. They
How
have
does
their
he
food
have a
there.
set feeding time if we're going out for hours? What if his feeding time say is at 4 and we leave at 12 and like we're still like out around like 5 or 6? Like how does he eat? This has turned into like
I know
doggy training. Sorry, those of you who are here for hair products. We're new to this whole dog thing, so.
No, but the vet said to put the food, his portion there for the day, and some poodle breeds don't eat at all for days, and then they'll eat sometimes leisurely throughout the day, and they just kind of like, that's just the breed, they said. See, she has a Yorkie poo, Barbie Lovable said.
She feels like it. Yeah, that's doggy. He kind of eats when he feels like it. He'll take a few bites in the morning, around 6, I heard him going to town eating because he hadn't really eaten all day. So.
Oh wow! Thank you. These enlightened edits said train him now because she has her uncle has a dog, and terrible separation anxiety. We can't even go from room to room. Oh, see, we can't have that. I cannot be a prisoner of doggy.
Hi, Frisco's finest. Oh. Freedom once you return home. Okay. These are all great tips. So yeah, we'll all be going out tomorrow and leaving doggy.
Oh, thank you for
And
coming into the marvelous light. We always say, step out of the darkness. And so Frisco just stepped out of the darkness into the marvelous light.
we'll let you guys know how it goes.
Yeah, thank you for the tips.
Yeah, we probably definitely should be leaving him alone more often because we definitely don't.
So dogs do not need to have
But
food
don't
all
put
day.
food in his crate. Okay, no
Okay,
food in the
no.
crate. Can I put a treat in his crate?
As long as it's like not a choking hazard.
Right.
Right. Yeah, Ashley, yeah, it's not like we're constantly filling up the bowl. It's like he's at the stage of getting like a cup and a half of food, and you can do it 3 times a day, they said, or you could break it up. You could just give it to them for the day. Sometimes he doesn't even eat it, and the next morning it's like still there, and he will like nibble.
I mean, before I was panicking. I was like, oh my gosh, he's not eating his breakfast. Oh my gosh, he's not eating his lunch. Like, he's not eating. And so now I just put the food there. He eats it when he wants to eat it. So, and
My cat's independent. I can't. Yeah, no. People are either cat lovers or dog lovers. Sometimes cats and dogs mix together, but I've always been a dog lover.
Sometimes I think we got a cat because doggy loves to jump on like the high part of the couch. So he'll jump on the cushion and then he'll jump onto the next part, and like he'll just like crawl along like the top of the couch.
I know.
And I'm like, did we buy a dog or did we buy a cat? I'm like, get down.
Oh, he's eating when he wants because he's not trained. Okay, that's, I guess, one way of looking at it, not to debate because we know nothing, but the vet said that the breed does that. Sometimes they will not eat at all for a day, and then the next day they will eat. So
if I put his food down, say at 8
Yeah.
o'clock, I say you only have 30 minutes to eat. If you don't eat, like, you take the food away until it's their lunchtime, and then put it down at lunchtime, and then take it away, and then put it down.
Oh.
Like is that how it's done? Oh, pick up the food and put him on a schedule. But like we
Oh.
don't really have a schedule. And how do people who work have schedules like that? I mean, do they feed him at like 6 o'clock in the morning and then don't feed him again until like 5 or 6 at night?
he naps and grooms himself like one big old lady said.
I mean, I guess it's different. Our vet said like the breed, like they're graze eaters, they're grazers. So he
Right, that was it. The terminology they used. He's a grazer.
Grazer, yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah Fentine, we didn't see the first episode of season 4 because we're busted. We forgot. We're gonna watch it after this live. We completely forgot.
Yeah. And so, what do we watch on OWN? Like the OWN app I have? Because I don't want to pay for the episodes. How is she watching it?
How do you watch Greenleaf? Because we watched it all on Netflix, but now this is a new season.
I know, Alana said I can't wait to watch it too. Yes, I prefer dogs. Leave him in his crate, close the door. You have to learn.
Hey! Essie said, Tay, because of you, I ordered 5 swimsuits on Labor Day. Just got them in and can't wait to try them on. Oh, girl!
Oh, who said that?
Essie. I'm actually doing a second round with that company, so I'll be bringing 5 more options. I just need to stop bloating first so I can look cute in a swimsuit.
They're well made. They're nice.
Yeah, they really are. Like, they're nice quality. I love them. So I picked 5 more, and I'll be giving you guys 5 more options. But
Can you do you wear yours year round? Are you in that kind of environment, or you would save it for next summer?
Netflix, but you can't watch
Netflix.
the new season on Netflix. I don't think.
Right.
Or can you?
Can you?
Is season
See.
4 on Netflix?
I don't know. Let me see. I can't wait to watch it. It's gonna go by so quickly.
I know. I hate watching things while they're
know,
happening. I
I
like
know.
watching it at the end so I can like binge watch it.
I know. See, that's what I was saying earlier when we first got on. I said we're so spoiled. We love binge watching things. So like I'm almost like greedy. Like I don't really want to watch it tonight. So I want to at least have 1 or 2 episodes. I mean 2 or 3 episodes to watch.
Oh, she lives in Arizona and she plans on taking a vacay.
Oh, okay. No, we haven't seen Queen Sugar. Is that on OWN also? Oh.
Try the OWN app. Okay. Remember we tried to watch something
Yes.
from the OWN app and it was busted?
Yeah, when I first loaded it on my phone, or actually on my iPad, it acted crazy, and I had to call. Who did I call? I think.
Did you
the
call?
cable company.
Yeah. You actually called somebody. You're like,
I
"Not
did.
working."
I sure did.
Bye, Alexis Johnson.
Call the cable company
Oh, you're so funny.
because they kept thinking I want to sync it with the TV, and I did, and I wanted to watch it from my app, and it just wouldn't. And they said sometimes that happens, and then the very next day, the app came up, so it was just something exclusive to Busted OWN.
Do you have to pay for the OWN app?
No.
It's on the OWN channel on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock.
And then does it run like for an additional week or something? I know sometimes channels will do that. Shows that are exclusive to their channel. Like I know like TLC will do that.
Greenleaf is so good though. That show's
It
so
is.
messy. I love that show. It's so good.
So somebody
Yeah.
said they got it on Netflix?
No. It season 1 through 3 is on Netflix. but
Right.
Season 4 is on OWN.
Okay, so let me
The OWN app is free if you have DirecTV.
Yes.
Do we have DirecTV?
I don't
I thought we had Spectrum. Do we have Spectrum?
I don't know, that's Spectrum Cable, that's cable. I think direct cable, no, something, I don't understand all those terminologies. Like we don't have Cablevision, we have Spectrum, I don't know. But let me see, I have the app. It was free. But I don't know if the show is still there. It came on Wednesday. So now either we get it on Amazon
Bye, TJ, so sweet.
and pay like $1.99 for the episode, or
You have a Bob's Furniture app.
I do.
Oh, you're so funny.
I love MTV. I have that app too because I'm watching those busted teen moms. They're about my age now.
You said to
okay?
me, you're like, I wish you watched Teen Mom. I'm
I
like,
do.
Mom, why? Like, maybe I should since you watch like
They're so
Flavor
problematic. I know, right? I
Flav with me
know.
and Out of New York. I should
I've
watch
been watching
Teen Mom.
them since they were pregnant, and you know, like the OG ones. I think it's Teen Mom OG, and then I like season 2, and they have those like real nutty ones on Janelle, and they're in and out of jail, in and out of arrest. They're just nuts. 2, 3, 4 husbands. I mean, come on, or 2, 3, 4 boyfriends, perhaps.
Jeanette Grigsby wants to know, do Soultanicals products have to be refrigerated? I've started buying some Soultanicals and don't want it to spoil. I've heard you say that.
I think certain ones, I would definitely reach out to the company to ask.
Take doggy out to the bathroom.
Okay.
In 2 hours.
I know, I know that, I think, which ones do I do? The healthy, what's that?
Probably
that
just to
that
be on the
carrot-
safe side, right?
You probably be on the safe side. Anything that's natural. That's what I'm doing with this Eco Slate because this stuff is too expensive to start getting funny smelling and I don't know the lifespan of these things. So just to be on the safe side with this Eco Slate brand, I did. I've often been told that with Soultanicals, and we have plenty of Soultanicals, but each room is not really bad throughout the year. We're in Connecticut, so like we're getting into the season now where things are like almost frozen in certain rooms because the house gets so cold. So I think we're pretty safe there. However, in the summer and the humidity and all that, I would. But it can't hurt, right? What do you guys say about Soultanicals? Because it's all natural. Yes, they are teen grandmas by now. That's why I said they're my age. But anyway, so I love, so I have the MTV app because I like watching that. Queen Sugar's on Hulu, okay. Janelle was a hot mess, she was. And her mother has even a higher mess. I mean, like mother, like daughter. They're both just very like over the top, lots of energy, horrible, dysfunctional relationship. I mean, mother and daughter relationships are tough from time to time, but they have just cornered the market. Yeah, Spectrum has an app. But I know I had OWN on this phone, and I kind of like categorize everything. Where did OWN go? I don't know. It's probably on my iPad. Oh, there's a. I don't know. Apple just apps just be appearing. I don't remember getting Apple TV. I talked about that when we first came on. Now all of a sudden I see an Apple TV app. Try watching on Amazon through Prime. That Al Nisa Russell said. You probably would have to pay for it at this point. I don't think it would be free. Like that $1.99 an episode, which isn't bad unless they start adding up. Let me see though, because I definitely have Amazon Prime. That's always my first stop to see. It might be there, but it won't be free at this point because it's not from Amazon. So they gotta make their money. Let me see. It's that green leaf, right? I watch A Different World on Amazon Prime. Yeah, see, that's like such an old show, so that is free. Certain shows are free, and you'll know it when it says Prime, and a lot of them are. And sometimes they'll go in and out of being free. Sometimes I'll buy something, and the next thing I know, it's Prime. And I'm like, oh, wow, if only I would have waited. So a lot of my British adaptations I bought, you know, the Sense and Sensibility and Pride and Prejudice and all that, at one point, and then now sometimes they're free. So I'm like, wow, I should have waited, but you never know. And I wish I would have gotten... What was the name of that show? I loved it. Let me see. From Amazon. That's my watch list. Oh, there's My Waltons. Love that. Brady Bunch. They finally came over from Hulu, so I could get rid of Hulu because I kept Hulu strictly for the Brady Bunch. Now they're here. The Munsters. Love them. But I had to buy them, so like everything that's on Amazon Prime is not necessarily free. The Munsters was not free. The I Dream of Genies, The Bewitched, all of those like 1960s sitcoms, the ones that I like at least, are not free. Gidget, love Gidget. She wasn't free. The Munsters, Aaliyah Shabazz, I love the Munsters.
They don't make TV shows like they used to.
They just don't, I know. Gilligan's Island. What was that show that I loved? See, A Different World is here now, and that's Prime. That's free. So if it's Prime, you'll see it in the corner slanted Prime. That means it's free at that point.
Sister. You already paid $162 for what?
For what?
For cable? Is that the cable?
A month? Love Dr. Quinn. That's there.
Cable's not really cheap.
No, it's not.
Because me, you, and Spencer, we split it 3 ways. We each paid a decent amount.
Yeah.
So are there things that are like cable that are like cheaper than cable?
Sometimes you have to get cable to get things to work, like in your house. The TVs would not work without cable. It seems like some people get cable and Wi-Fi. I don't think we get Wi-Fi with the same cable company. I think it's 2 different companies. Let me see.
Kim Gregory, I'm the same way, TBH. To be honest, she was like, refrigerator, not for me. If I have to refrigerate hair products, I guess I'm just lazy. Like, I'm not, like, yeah, if I have to refrigerate a hair product, like, I'm probably not going to use it because I'm not going to keep going down to the refrigerator to get my hair product. Like, I'm not doing all that.
I appreciate the tip, though, when companies suggest how to keep their products, because they would know best because they made them, in best working order, because I'm tired of picking up these expensive products, and because we are reviewers, we'll try something, and maybe we may not return to it for months, and then we come back. You know what got weird on me? Edge gel. The Edge Gel by Cream of Nature.
The black one?
The black one. It's separated, and when I went to put my hand in, there was all this grease, clear grease floating on the top, and when I dug deeper, the clear grease, like, was on my finger here.
So, like, you know how Edge Gels, like, the Cream of Nature ones are, like, obviously Edge Gels are, like, they're kind of rough, like, you know, you shouldn't put your finger in it and go right through, like, it's, like, rough, and, that one, it turned into, like, jelly, and, like, when you spin it, like,
and the color separated. So
it's the black one.
Yeah.
So when you use it, it's supposed to be black, like, it's gray now or something, right?
It's
like
it's really
weird.
You want to run to the grab it, like it's like at the head of the stairs. I was shocked the other day when I grabbed that, because sometimes I'll use that as opposed to my Bumble and Bumble crayon stick when I cover up like the grays in my temple. So sometimes I'll just use that. I'll just slap it on because in essence I just use a clear edge gel, color the little crayon over that, and flick it back with my little paintbrush, toothbrush, whatever it is. But sometimes I'll just use that for convenience. And when I went to do it the other day, yeah, it separated. Very odd. But so it's times like that, probably because this hot, humid summer, and so this is the one. See, it's black here, and hold on. Did we? Yeah, okay, it's gray there on the top. Or the other day it was even because the other day it was like
Did it
super
recongeal?
warm. It might have recongealed. I don't know how much. It's so strong, that smell. I never cared for the smell that much.
Oh, it did.
It
So maybe
recongealed.
it like melted.
It melted. Yeah.
So it like like the bottom half is like recongealed, but you see like the side.
yeah. It's
It
not
was
as-
like jelly like the other day and just oily and
yeah,
like.
very oily. So yeah, it must have.
Oh yeah, see, like when
Yeah.
you touch it, it's supposed your finger's supposed to be black, but it's like oily and like gray and clear.
The color
and,
separating from it. Because you used to do that, and it used to be very, very
yeah,
dark.
but when you touch this bottom half one, see it's black.
Okay.
That's what it's supposed to look like, but this little top piece is like clear.
I wonder if it could be microwave stirred and set again.
Yeah, I liked it the other day because I felt like my edges were like thinning on the side for the other day, and like I used some and like filled it in.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't throw it away then. But anyway,
It's a good edge control though.
I love all the old shows. Yeah, they're all good, but still my favorite. I can't wait to try this Eagle Sleigh one now, but my favorite still is Botanicals. I love that one, that Barbie bling. And actually, what I've been using, I like it's a little thicker, is the, what's it called? Alikay Naturals. I love that one from the lemongrass line.
I know that was in the box for the mystery giveaways, and you like took it out.
I'm
I'm
like,
like, Mom,
no.
we've had it for months, and you never used it,
I'm
and you were
like,
like, ah.
You know, I love me some edge gels. So, yep, put it on tonight. Let me see what's up. Just looking for that. Somebody was talking about a show before called Falling in Love, and I'm seeing here the old school one with, is that Robert De Niro and Meryl Streep? I love that show. I wonder if that's a remake. Falling in Love.
Look at all the old shows.
I know. So,
I love Meet Me in St. Louis. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love
Mhm.
that movie. I love the music in the movie.
So they're on Prime, but they're not free. So if you want these, you have to march on over to Amazon, pay, cha-ching, and then you can either pay for like a one viewing, like a renting, like a video rental store, or you can buy it, and it adds up, $9.99, $14.99, you know. So, and then when you rent, don't even begin to watch it unless you plan on sitting down, because once you start watching it, I think you have like, what, 48 hours from the time you click play. And I don't watch movies like There's My Gone with the Wind.
Girl, bye. Pollyanna.
Pollyanna, Parent Trap.
Pollyanna was a good movie.
I love that.
Was she the one? That's something to be glad about.
She
that
was.
Pollyanna?
Oh, I remember that Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I was so impressed with those moves. I love that movie so much.
It was a gross. Throw it away. Yeah, we
Okay.
probably should throw it away. See, and that's why we have to do giant declutters, because we just keep things.
Right? Prime is a lot of effort. It is, and it's very expensive, and they come in January. Well, at least that's when I got it, and take that money out. They make sure they get their money.
But the shipping is amazing if
Yeah.
you're an Amazon shopper, which we are.
Yeah, we are complete Amazon shoppers, so it's worth it to get the free shipping. I love the free 2-day, and I do mean they mean 2-day.
Guys, okay, so I got castor oil, but it's really, really thick. What should I mix it with? I kind of want to make an oil blend. So, I want something like castor oils to make my hair grow, make it thicker. What's like something like
40.
maybe for moisture
Mom.
or like anti-breakage or something like what's another good oil to add with castor oil to kind of mix it in and like thin out the castor oil a bit? I was looking at different oils like grapeseed or jojoba or whatever. And I was like, I don't know which one to get. I don't know what would be a good blend.
Brianna said olive oil or grapeseed oil. What is $45 a month that is worth? Hulu Live? What is Hulu Live? I got rid of Hulu. It must be dead because it was, I didn't want to pay that $9 a month. And then I think I tacked on $4 so I could get rid of the commercials. And every time I turned around, they were hitting my account. And I got sick of that, so I had to cancel Hulu.
Jojoba grapeseed, jojoba avocado. I use jojoba as a thinner oil. I drop peppermint oil.
We have jojoba oil, that little blue
Okay.
jar, okay?
Girl, I would take like all of that oil. There's like, or maybe add castor oil into there or something. I don't know.
Okay. Why do you think? Because you have so much yarn?
Girl, I do like
Okay, warn me before I start breaking out my equals. Like, it might have to be a solo video, girl, because I can't have you and all that yarn going through my stuff.
Girl, you're gonna do the video and never reach back for the stuff.
Who delivers
Even
Amazon?
if you like it.
I know. Packages. I keep getting a guy's Amazon box that lives a block away.
We want to know who's delivering stuff, period, because our mail people have been terrible lately. Literally, like, you ordered something from J. Crew, they left it on top of the mailbox.
Like,
they didn't put it in the mailbox. It's
yeah.
like, it was like a shirt or something.
It's like, this is the mailbox.
It
and
was
they
like,
took the bag of stuff and
just
flung it over
it's
the
just on the
mailbox like
top.
that. So anybody, it could just fall off onto the ground and anybody could just come and pick it up. Like, I guess they were too lazy to walk to the door and just like leave the package there, ring the bell. Like they're new carriers. And this came through, I think, sometimes J. Crew will go UPS, sometimes they'll do UPS, switching over to United States Postal Service. And if it switches over to United States Postal Service, that's when we get these people that are just throwing things on the lawn.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
No, the new people, like, in particular, there's definitely new people. It's just been awful. The stuff doesn't make it to the door. It'll be on the walkway instead of the door, like, step. But your J. Crew one was like, took the cake. Like, because J. Crew's not cheap. It had your clothing just laid out on top of the mailbox, not even in the mailbox. I'm just like, wow.
Or y'all can have Amazon come on into your house, right?
Yeah, Amazon key.
Yeah, who likes that? Anybody try that? Wow. The mail carrier put all the mail in one box.
This is a 3-family home sorting the mail for that's so busted.
No, Kim Gregory, we didn't see that one. UPS is awful. I don't
Mix
think
with
they
the
want to
melanin
do
oil.
it.
That's a good idea.
Melanin? Oh, that's a good idea. Who was free? And you got it free because you had what?
Spotify.
Spotify. Okay.
I wish I could get HBO free.
Like, these things are great when they're free. However, they found a way around that because then they inundate them with commercials, and then to avoid that, then you have to pay that little extra. So things that were once free are now, they got like that little fee that they always wanted. Because we're also spoiled. We want to do all this binge watching, and nobody wants commercials anymore. I know I get sick of that.
Yeah, I mean, Hulu commercials are long.
I know.
And I hate when I see, like, 1 of 4 or like 1 of 8. Like, seriously?
That's on like TLC app.
Yeah, TLC too. Like, a lot of these things are like 1 of 4, 1 of 8. I mean, even YouTube now is like 1 of 2, 2 of 2.
Yeah, now they do that 2 thing now. Yeah.
I mean, but some of those apps, the 1 of 6 or the 1 of 8, that's way too many commercials. Like, you gotta wait.
Come downstairs,
cook a meal.
Yeah.
While 8 commercials are playing.
Yeah. Yeah, Aliyah, I think that's like a new thing that happened. I think a few months ago. It's always like that standard 2 now.
So do any of you guys watch the Ace Family? Do you guys watch family channels?
Yes, let's spill some more tea.
Yeah, we've never watched the Ace Family, although we've heard of them. And then because they were trending the other day with their house tour, you were like, let's watch the Ace Family. Like, let's watch their house tour. And I'm like, okay. And
so let's establish, does anybody watch the Ace Family?
Yeah, before we even go on.
Does anybody care about the Ace Family?
Does anybody watch the Ace Family? Because there's different sections of YouTube. There's the natural hair section, the makeup section, the gaming section. Like, there's like family channels.
That's
where
what
it's
Brianna
just like
say.
vlogging.
Yes, I do watch family channels.
Family
so they're
channels.
considered a family channel? Okay. Because that is that genre, the family. Because I want to know what made them famous.
Yeah. So we're like, what do they do? What do they do? People keep saying, like, what do they do? They're YouTubers who I guess have a family of 4. And, mother, father, 2 young girls, and they vlog. They vlog their daily life. 17 million subscribers. I read that they get 360 million views across their social media every month. Their YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, like all together, like 360 million views. And they're extremely popular for just being, you know, a family, the Ace family. And
I used to watch a family channel. It was a black family, the mother, father, and they have twins, triplets? I don't. I watched like their whole life. I think they ended up getting a divorce, I think, and I kind of kept on watching. I wish I remember the name of it. It began with a B. They were a cute family, but once they split up, then it wasn't.
I can't remember. You were watching a family on YouTube?
Yeah, like before I think we were even YouTubers. Like I was just doing that one time.
Okay. But yeah, so I've heard of them, but we've never watched them on YouTube. And so we watched their house tour, and it was a nice house. It was a very nice house, but they were trending, and they were getting dragged for their house. People saying they were bragging, this and that, flaunting their money. And to me, I was like, they're doing what anybody on YouTube is like trying to do or is doing. They vlog, they have a channel, they make videos, they make money, they bought a house. I mean, I was watching Raven Elise's brand new house she just built. I'm like, why didn't she get dragged? I'm like, and they're getting dragged for building a house.
You have to watch
like,
The Climb. Like,
yeah.
You said that they were at one point living in a one-bedroom apartment, and you have to watch The Climb. It's like they didn't just appear on YouTube. You saw the progression.
Yeah, I went and looked at their first video. It was like some rinky, not, well, I don't want to say rinky dink, but it wasn't like their mansion. It was, and like their filming was cloudy, and like they basically started from the bottom as just a couple, and now they're here in a mansion with 2 kids, and they daily vlog and do like little pranks, I guess, or things. And but
does anybody watch them?
I mean, I watched it. I was like, this is not something I could see myself. Oh my gosh, the Ace family has a new video. Let me sit down and watch it. Like, I thought, was it the man Austin? I thought he was a little over the top for me. He was kind of annoying, but not something I'd want to sit down and watch. But I am into people's house tours lately, because I think we're decorating the house, and I just like to see how people are decorating.
And you have to be invested in the channel. So, like, I used to not really watch Raven Elise, but you have her on so often that one time I actually sat down and watched, and like I very much respect like what she's about. She's a young mom, single mom, and she, like, of course, like any situation, no choice of her own. Sometimes it is a choice though, but in this particular instance, I don't think it really was hers, but she made the best of a situation that she had no control over.
Yeah.
And she shares like every single aspect of her life within reason. In some aspects, she just simply doesn't. I like the fact that she's straightforward. She's a hustler as far as like she knows how to make her channel work. She has goals, she sets goals, and she's doing really good. So I really started kind of like watching her.
We literally have gone through like all Raven Elise's videos in the past like month or two. We just clicking on and like we just watch her videos.
Back when she was like a brand new freshman in college.
Yeah.
And now she's like what, 27 or something?
No, she's my age, 26.
Okay.
Or she's getting ready to be 26.
Okay.
But yeah, and she's built a house, like, you know, she started from the bottom. But somebody said, I just saw that people are so jealous of that family, they get dragged through the mud. To me, I think that's what it is. I think it's just so kind of outrageous to people that these people are famous for doing regular stuff. Like, I mean, they just have a family. It's just the 2 of them and their daughters, and they're famous for doing what exactly? Like just vlogging. People like watching their lives, and they literally are making millions for doing quote unquote nothing. Like they just live their regular life. They go grocery shopping, they eat, they shop, they go to football games, basketball games. Like I don't know. They're just a regular family, and I think it probably totally is jealousy, because I mean it's a lot of money. The house is huge.
I think timing is everything. I think personalities are everything. You have to like the people. I think YouTube is really a gamble. I see a lot of moms sometimes that, you know, I'll be in a line someplace or talking or whatever, and I'll share with them that me and my daughter are YouTubers, and they take a great interest, almost take like a ringside seat because they want to know how we do it. It's just really no roadmap to doing it, because sometimes it catches on, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
I feel like all the work that we've put in, 350 videos, and we are just like barely, like we're almost like at 20,000, and we've been out here for 2 years, and I've seen people have instant success overnight.
Yeah, and there's no formula or whatever. Because I mean, I watched one of Raven Elise's videos. She hit 1 million, and like she's like, you know, how to have a successful YouTube channel. Like we can, like we basically have been doing everything she's been doing, like, you know, consistency, this, that, and the other. I'm like, you can do all of that and still not have a successful channel. Like some channels just make it and some channels don't. Some channels make it faster than others. Some channels don't make it at all. Like I don't know. There's no
of the channel. It's the personalities on the channel. It's the audience. And I look at other videos and I look at the subscribers and I look at the comments and see you know, and it's almost like there's so many people on YouTube. It's like enough to go around for everyone. So very rarely do I'll see like our own subscribers and other people's, like natural hair community, you know, it like crosses over and I'll see our subscribers on other people's videos or whatever. But basically it's just so big. And you have to kind of like know the channel that you're subscribing to and like that personality.
Yeah.
Everyone knows now that we are definitely talkers. So when we get advice that, you know, you could do so much better if you stop so much talking, it's what we do. You know, so there are channels on there that do quick tutorials on and off, 6 minutes or less, you know, that works for them. That would never, ever, ever work for us. We call a 21-minute video like cutting short.
Yeah.
Okay, so we enjoy
Deanna
what we
Gray
do.
said that they something, let me see, they focus, I think because most of their views come from when they have their daughters as a focus and most of their subscribers are kids. That's what I don't understand. When I was watching their house tour, I said, what about them would draw kids in? Like, what about them do they do that kids are like, oh, this is fun? To me, I feel like they should have more of a mature audience. There was like some cursing here and there in the house tour, like, you know, they like are affectionate, hold hands, he holds her waist, her butt, her that like kisses her. I'm like, what about this do kids want to watch? I don't understand. I mean, are they into the cars,
video,
the clothing, the mansion? Like, what about this is kid friendly? Like, I don't know. Or what
the only other time I watched them was when they're in a scandal, because it'll be you know, put forward in the suggestions. I think one time they took their daughter to a store and got her a lollipop that was very inappropriate, you know, and so that was another time they made the headlines. I think another time they claimed some scandalous giveaway or tickets, and they were inviting professional players, basketball players or whatever. They were winning the chance to be with them or something. I don't know enough about them. I only know about them when they're in a scandal. But the other day we actually took a ringside seat because you said it was trending on Twitter. And I said,
like they're trending, like number one trending on Twitter, YouTube. I'm like, let's watch this house tour. Let's see what they're all about.
So we saw it, and it was like it's like you have to call it more than a house. It's like a mansion. I mean, it's enormous, and you know, and good for them.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like.
But I was just like, I'm like, they're doing what all these YouTubers did. They all started out with channels. They monetize their channels. They get subscriptions. They get sponsors. And they get paid, and so like their channel's just really successful. I'm like, they're doing what everybody's doing out here who's on YouTube
or trying to do.
Yeah,
but it can be deceiving. Like, don't like fall out of high school and think you're gonna like hang up a shingle, because you don't know if and when you'll make it.
Even though some people do. James Strauss fell out of high school.
He did,
and he's a millionaire.
It's got to be
on YouTube.
Something that interests the people, because it's all about the views and the sponsorships and blah blah blah.
But yeah, I was just wondering, you know, we never heard of it. Well, we've heard of them, but we just never watched them when we watched their house tour. I was just like, all right, why are they trending? But like the trending was just all negative. Like, people were just like not having their house tour. And I'm like, so many people have hit it like big on YouTube and have done house tours. I'm like, why?
Allie B, it's the Ace family. Yes, Deborah James. I looked with every eyeball I had, like my grandmother would say, and I didn't know at all what the draw was. You said because they were beautiful people. And I really seriously looked with every eyeball, not putting them down because I'm nobody's beauty queen, okay, though I think I am. But anyway, my opinion, I looked with every eyeball I had, and I said, okay.
Like, I saw some of the comments that the girls really like Austin. I was like, I mean, I can maybe see the draw, the hair, and the tattoos, maybe. Like,
I don't know. I thought he was very overpowering.
The hairstyle
of his wife. She could barely get a word in edgewise, and he was back on the script again, you know, hogging the stage. He was showing the house as like, to me, I could be old-fashioned, but to me, when you have a home, yes, the husband might go out and work. This is me coming from my generation. The husband provides.
You're
the
52.
Home.
Let's give them context.
I'm 52.
Yeah.
Okay. The husband buys the home, and the wife is the homemaker. Okay, she's making that home, and he knew more about the home than she did. She couldn't get a word.
Yeah, no, that. And then like at one part, she wanted to talk about like her favorite chairs or something. He was like rolling his eyes. He's like, okay, here's Catherine's favorite chairs. Like, and he was behind her like making faces.
Now come on over here. Now let me show you my new TV.
Yeah,
you know, like, it's just like, stop, like Austin.
He was like, now should we show them the kitchen or the bedroom? And she'd be like, well, he's like, let's show them. Yeah, right. Let's just show them the bedroom. Like, he didn't even like let her answer the question.
Yeah.
Like, the tour was all about him.
Yeah, no, that personality would have gotten on my nerves, and today it really got on my nerves when I saw him in the pool with that moped and
Girl, it was a jet ski.
Whatever, jet ski, and just obnoxiously, I said, they are Nova Riche. All right, let me explain what Nova Riche is. Nova Reach is newly rich. See, when you come from real money, okay, real money is like this nudie, like the blue bloods, like they're used to money, so they're not excited about things like this. It's like their everyday life. But when you are rich overnight, it's called Nova Reach, and you act accordingly. So the Ace family, not even so much the wife, but that Austin, he is Nova Reach, and he's not used to money. And so now he has more than his share, and he's worked for it, okay? Nobody's knocking him for the money, but he's acting like he's Nova Reach. He's acting like he's not used to anything. So to be obnoxious like that, riding that bicycle, that moped,
It was a jet ski.
that in the pool,
The bicycle.
and then it showed on the drama channels. You know, we love the drama channels. It showed how the water was overflowing
Yeah.
down to the properties. See, wealthy neighborhood, Nova Reach moves in, don't know how to act. Okay, so now he's riding around in the pool, obnoxiously ruining other people's properties. And so it was just a mess. The Ace family, we just stopped in and checked back out. Like, that's not my channel. That's not my thing, okay?
Yeah.
Like, natural. Our channel's not for everybody. That channel definitely wasn't for me. Not at all.
You have spoken.
I have spoken, right? Right? New money, right? There we go.
Yes, I love the MADCURLS twins. They're very cute.
They're very
They were at New York Fashion Week one year.
One year we went.
The year we went. They didn't have that this year, did we? Or did we get knocked off the
No,
list?
no. So I actually happened to see an email
Okay.
today back from May 2nd,
Okay.
which they said, I think they were combining it with some other Essence show or whatever, but it wasn't
Okay.
actually like a thing. And we did get invited to the Essence show,
Oh.
but the tickets was like a sold out thing. So basically you had to see the email when it came in, and I guess first come, first
Oh, I
served.
remember you
Remember
talking
I said
about that. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So they combined
But then
that.
it even said, like, even if you get like a confirmation that you're going, if you can go to the event or whatever, like there's no
Yeah.
guarantee you're getting in once you get there. And I was
Yeah.
like, the whole thing just
Yeah.
sounded a mess.
That was too
so
much to go from here to get on the train to go down there
Yeah.
to think you're getting it, and for them to say, no way.
hi Meg92 Umi. Hi. These, you know what's obnoxious? These bangs. Speaking of obnoxious things, Sao song, Sao. Why do we do this every week, Mom? What is it?
Soa song.
Soa. I'm touched.
Right.
Obnoxiously riding bicycles in the pool. I'd love to see someone ride a bicycle in a pool on water, like on water or like in the water.
Oh, they just moved into a house in Atlanta. I have to see theirs too.
Who? Oh, the
the
you were
MADCURLS
saying the other
twins.
day, like we'd move into our dream home or something like that, right?
Yeah,
You said they had a
MADCURLS
video,
twins.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Allie, but they do have like two little girls. To me, like I didn't think the house was like kid friendly, just because of all the white couches and like I don't know, and like even like the little girl's room, like it was just a lot of white in there. I'm like, where are like the colors and the
No, Austin
the
wasn't
pink
having
and-
any of it. He wanted to show you what he had, and then he just said, just so proud of himself. He's just like, just think. He said the pool. He said the moped.
jet ski.
Jet ski.
What's a moped?
I
What
don't
do you
know.
think
He
is
said
a
the jet
moped?
ski. He said, and then the view. So he clearly is loving his life. Why not? What's not to love?
Right.
Okay, what's not to love? But you could just tell it's Nova Region moving into a wealthy neighborhood, and it's just the two just do not mix. You can't tell him anything. See, you have to be bred. See, when you have real money, you're bred on that. There's standards, okay? The kids are raised, you know, like royalty over in England. Those kids are raised from the arm baby on up with the nannies and the decorum and how to act and how to eat and the utensils and all the how to speak, how to behave and company, okay? To move into a neighborhood, YouTuber, okay? Not having much and coming into wealth, it's too much. It'd be too much for me. I wouldn't want to. I would know I could not. I live in Connecticut, and it's like the wealthier town, like Greenwich, and there's like Westport, Wilton. Love to shop in those places, but I want to come home to where I'm comfortable. Okay, I like my little.
Girl, if
country
we ever make it,
surroundings
girl, you
here.
can stay here. Because I plan on
I
getting
would
something
want-
a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I want to. I like things. So I like being in a closet. Actually, I like to sit on the floor and talk in the closet. I like the more closed in, the better. So that would just scare me half to death. It's just too much house for me. That's just me personally. Okay, anybody wants a big house? Fabulous. That's people's dreams.
Alana K, are you from Connecticut? She's saying Westport, Greenwich.
Yeah.
Oh, we got
Yeah.
Connecticut
Can-
subscribers up in
Can
here.
go visit there, but to move into a neighborhood.
LoriAnne.
Yeah. I think I always wanted like the best school districts for my kids, but I had to be very careful. Thank goodness I was from Connecticut because I knew the certain
She's from
towns.
Stanford.
Oh. Was she out here last week, I think? certain towns I wouldn't want to expose my children to, because there would come the time when they would be teenagers and the other kids in the school that were wealthy, had real money, okay? Not the struggle bus that we would be on, like we would try to do everything because we loved our kids so much, so we'd want to put them in a good school district. But then the competition, so my kids would be coming home and seeing other kids zooming up in sports cars and things, because real money, their parents could afford that. And so it was tough enough, like my kids, even when they were seniors, all the way to like their last day of school, took the school bus, which was very unheard of in our town. Kids were getting cars the moment they got their license in 10th grade, okay? And our kids weren't, and my kids were not the type that were whiners, beggars, miserable, hinting, begging, pleading. They knew that their parents simply didn't have it. It was just enough that we put them in a good school district. And it wasn't uncomfortable. Some people there were the haves and the have-nots, okay? So we were like the have-nots, not like we were like dirt poor, but they weren't getting a car in 10th grade. Okay, I could barely get a car. One point we were all sharing one car. Okay, and it was a car that was given by a minister at a church. Okay, it was like struggle bus, they said. So you have to kind of like know your surroundings. So for them to be supplanted from wherever he came from, that one-bedroom apartment, to now be with money and act the fool, you know, it's just he needs to stay like where he's comfortable.
Yeah.
Stay in his lane, as they say, right? In his moped lane. Yeah, BMW's in 9th grade.
No, but girl, if we ever made millions, go, you'd want to stay here?
I sure would.
You want this house still? This is where you want to stay?
Well, something similar,
Oh,
like
something
in a different town.
Okay, okay.
I would take elocution lessons. I'm from New Haven, so I only know 1 or 2 spoiled kids.
Okay. But yeah.
Yes, yeah. Rich
Funny.
kids.
So what's it? It's Nova Riche?
Nova Riche.
Is it like a different language? Nova? Like
Probably
Nova means like
girl,
no?
I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, because I am Nova Riche myself. No, I don't know. Nova Riche, I think it's Nova Riche. Let's see, let's Google. But it just does mean newly rich.
Newly rich?
Mm-hmm. Yes, they do. The struggle, but they make the best investments. They do, because they work that much harder for it. It's not just like all given. And I'm not saying that kids that are blessed to have things just given to them always turn out spoiled. No, they don't. Sometimes they, even as they're given things, they appreciate and know how to act. Hence, English royalty. They grow up wealthy, but yet they just have manners and just polite. They just know how to act. Okay, so you have to kind of like, it starts from the cradle on up. You have to want to do that. And it's work. French. Okay, it's French. I said elocution lessons. I don't know. I just throw things out there. I think it's speaking lessons or something. I don't know. Old money versus new money. There we go.
Essie, it's totally this one over here.
What?
I'm always on the edge. 2 years in, like what's she about to say? Like,
I know.
Because this is live. I'm like,
I know.
I'm like, don't go in on the Ace family. Sit on the
I-
little. Like every part of that video, he's like, Ace family, do you want a fruit roll? Or it was the Ace family. The Ace family,
I said
like,
he said Ace family. I said he's.
oh my
what
god,
he's
it's
trying
like,
to do.
it's like the MAD.CURLS family. We have MAD.CURLS family, he has Ace fam.
Yeah,
like,
he's trying to be inclusive.
Yeah.
And he don't hardly want everybody moving into that house. Okay?
yeah, he's like, if you know how to play chess, he's like, hit me up. Like he gonna
and
have a whole
he
bunch
knows darn well.
he gonna have a whole bunch of people up at his mansion playing chess. A whole bunch of random people. So funny.
Oh, wait, you said they're all gonna be coming for me, the Ace family
He was like,
folks.
don't be sending the Ace family
Girl.
supporters up in here.
Bye.
We love him some meat.
Love him some meat. But no, that overpowering. He would overtake me, guys. That personality. You weren't telling Austin nothing with that hairdo. Okay, so
With that hairdo.
not one thing were you going to tell him. Yeah, their house is very, very
Guys,
beautiful.
watching movies and stuff, LoriAnne is so funny.
Okay, Nouveau Riche. Let's see, it's pronounced Nouveau Riche. Okay, New N-O-O, and then they have like the line over the 2 O's, so that's supposed to be ooh. So
Nouveau Riche?
So Nouveau long O, Riche have the long E
Press
over
the
there.
little
Okay.
sound button.
All right, so let's see. Oh, my sound is off. I have to keep my sounds off. Can't be bugged all day long.
Nouveau riche.
Nouveau Riche.
Okay.
Yeah.
People who have recently acquired wealth,
Oui.
new money, okay? Typically those perceived as ostentatious, Austin, or lacking in good taste. The Ace family, love them so much. Okay, so no, seriously, that's exactly what I described. I said Nouveau Riche. They're
Or
not
at least,
money.
at least Austin. Because
At least
Catherine was
Austin,
like freaking
yeah.
out. She was like, stop, stop,
She kept
stop,
saying
stop.
And then she goes, see now why I said stop, because when the water spilled over into the property below, now that's like a lawsuit basically.
Yeah.
And so she kept saying stop, but she's very timid. He way much more takes over her. Way silences her voice. But anyway, that's Nouveau Riche. And like they said, ostentatious, lacking in good taste. Nouveau Riche. Hey girl, I'm a walking dictionary.
Are you, girl?
He had fans stay at their house, at their old house, did he? Yeah, no. I mean, I don't know. There's probably, I'm sure.
Ostentatious.
Ostentatious.
His name.
I'm sure there are that walk of life that kids can have. That's like nothing.
Yeah,
to
I mean,
them.
if you've never watched them, at least go take a peek. This was our first peek. If you guys are interested, at their house tour.
The house tour.
Literally 6.8 million views in 22 hours. Like,
Yeah.
so go check out their house. We're just kind of get a vibe for their personality. Like, that's what we're going off of. Check out the house tour. It's an hour long. Like, I was like, okay, it's the most long video. Takes them a little while to get into it, but it's their house tour. Just kind of like check out the personality, see what we're talking about.
Yeah. And then check back.
Yeah.
Homework.
Homework, right? Your homework after you get off live, go check out their house tour.
Right. I'm not giving them my views. Okay, she's gonna stand firm. Absolutely not. So they can't make this month's rent. Okay.
Girl, I don't think they're renting.
Oh, they're buying. They can't buy the house. They're gonna be in the streets. Yeah, no. I mean, not very many do. Some people do. I don't know. If I had the money to do for my kids, I wouldn't go overboard. Even though here we are talking like we wouldn't, and we have Doggy and the way we treat him. But I don't know. I think there's something to be said about people working for their things. You appreciate it more. You almost find that like when you give your kids things, say like maybe like a hand-me-down purse or makeup, you know, everything is like always like high quality. But if they don't buy it themselves, next thing I'll see, I'm like, is that my pocketbook laying over there on its side? Did you crack that Chanel blush? Like, because they didn't buy it. But if kids have to buy their own things, then it seems like it's almost like dusting off the lip glosses and everything, lining up everything so nicely. But when somebody else's stuff, here, I'm done with this. Like, you know, it's just like you have to appreciate things. And the only way you appreciate sometimes is when you work for it yourself. Ari's curious. Yeah, Ari, go on over there and let us know.
Yeah. I mean, I know you guys are like, I'm not giving them my views and like money or whatever, but like, I mean, if you are like generally curious, like, I mean, they were an interesting group of folk to watch for a
they
second.
had another, yeah, I think, like we said, it's the climb.
Yeah.
So on a serious note, for those that have been following him from day one, it's the climb. You know, one day when we living in the 8 family size house, like you guys would have seen us when we were.
Yeah. I think that's why I was so fascinated with Raven Elise, and I used to watch her like a lot back in the day. Like I think like when she was like Ray baby, and then I kind of fell off a little bit. And then she got pregnant, and like I kind of stopped then. So I'm like I can't really like. I don't know, in my mind I was just like, okay, I don't know if I can relate to this when she like had a baby, because I don't have one. But then I ended up like getting back on and just watching like all of her stuff, and like I love her content. But seeing back where she came from to where she is now, like it's such an interesting journey when a YouTuber like, you know, makes it, and they had, you can see the climb. The climb is so, it's like so interesting. So I guess they have a climb, the H family has a climb, certain YouTubers have a climb. If you go back to their first video and they're like, you know,
yeah, it just doesn't happen.
horrible lighting, no busted house or whatever, and now you see them like really successful. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, no,
So.
it really is. I mean, sometimes we'll have subscribers like just stop in, even as small as we are, and they'll say they remember, you know, they were like part of the MADCURLS fam, once a fam, always family member. But anyway, they remember us when we first started. They're like, oh my God, you guys are still going strong, and we're so happy that you're still here, and blah, 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 and all of that. So it is, everybody's journey is different. And, you know, I don't know, everybody, I guess, wishes to be that successful, because that is like very much
I don't know.
success.
I do, but then I don't. I think the constantly being under a microscope would scare me, and to have that many fans and that many people who could like, who want to like dig up stuff on your life or find things or find scrutiny with every little single thing that you do, and to have it to that magnitude. Like they were trending for a negative reason, even though they put the house tour out, and they're doing what like all big YouTubers have done, like house tours and mansion tours and spending millions of dollars on stuff they like, I mean, and they were people were dragging them so much so that they were trending. Like that kind of thing kind of scares me a little bit. I don't know if I wouldn't want that attached to fame.
To me, I don't know whether it's the mindset, it's the age. To me, I would very simply handle it delete the app off my, to me it's a job. YouTube is a job. If I did something that was not pleasing, after I would have given my excuses or my apologies, delete the app or just don't return to it. I mean,
But if that's how you make your money though, like the whole thing like with Manny MUA and like Jeffree Star, like he just recently came out like I got canceled like a year later, and he said in the video like his biggest fear was that he basically wouldn't be able to keep up with his lifestyle because he got that lifestyle from being a YouTuber. So people were like, oh, go back to get a 9-to-5 job and this and that. The amount of money he made from being a YouTuber would not touch his 9-to-5 job. So he couldn't. If he just bought a mansion, y'all are like, oh, go get a 9-to-5. That 9-to-5 is not going to pay for like the mansion, like the lifestyle.
And it's really not like, oh, poor babe, you have to be a normal person. It's really not that simple. It's not that cut and dry. I mean, they do bring pleasure to people that watch their channels, and to all of a sudden, overnight, to lose your standing and your popularity, and to go from, no, you did take a different route. You did not do a 9-to-5 job. You did take a different route, so your lifestyle is different. You cannot just go back to a normal lifestyle because you couldn't, I mean, you would seriously be in the poorhouse. It's just not really fair to say that, to take the attitude, aha, like good for you, now get a regular job. Like it's really just not fair to say that, because to lose something like that, scandals, and then when you have that mob mentality, but people really want to do everything to bring you down, and it happens, like it can happen overnight.
Yeah,
and that's how scary
it can happen to anybody, because like you said, I think in the last live, like there's no room for mistakes in 2019. Like you say one thing, like you're out of here, and it is the mob mentality. Like millions of people will drag you, and it's not even just YouTubers, it's celebrities, it's just regular people, someone on the street, someone has a camera, you go viral, you're out of here, you lose your job. Like it's anybody, so it can happen to anybody, and it's scary.
That's why they say, I was reading something the other day that even though YouTube is everyone's life, like once you have a channel, but they said don't make it like your life, because if you lose that, then what do? You have to have a life outside of YouTube. So you have to make it like more well-rounded. Yes, we go to YouTube, we do our videos. It definitely is a huge portion of our life. But if we ever lost that, could we sustain without YouTube? Well, you proved it the other, like you started back doing substitute teaching, and for 30 years of marriage, I never worked. So like this is just kind of like extra added fun, extra added income, but it's not like the end all and be all, and it's fun. And I would so like I would get rid of that app, and I would never, like, the only way you would know that people are dragging you is if you're on YouTube. I would never know. I wouldn't know these people that fell over.
But it's just like, it's scarier for those bigger channels whose income and lifestyle is based off of their YouTube channel and their views and their sponsorships and all that kind of stuff. Because if you lose that, basically you lose your whole lifestyle. And if you work for that and built that and all that kind of stuff, like to say go back and get a 9-to-5, like that's just, it's like two different worlds kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it's just the conversation that people just get so used to. I think it's almost like the how we like made fun of it initially, the unbragging, but it really is, and you have to have like the personality to be able to handle that, to go on there and just watch nonstop around the clock, people being blessed, shall we say, or I don't know, what do you call it? It's just excess. It's just excess. Sometimes even on our own channel, we have to be careful how we watch things. We were thinking of content the other day, and you're like, I think we've had enough of watching all of our things. I know, I said I wanted to do a makeup declutter, and you're like enough of this excess, enough of this decluttering things and showing people everything that we have, because after a while it gets to be it messes with people's psyche, and so it's just like enough showing all this decluttering, that we had that much stuff that now we have to like get rid of it. It's just too much, and it's a balance. Like I said, YouTube, you cannot just hang up a shingle and think you're going to be successful. You have to really dot all your I's and cross all your T's and just be very, very careful. You have to walk this journey very circumspectly. One wrong move and you're off.
You're out of here.
Yeah, you're out of here. Yeah, you're out of here. So, another nice cars.
Oh, yeah.
And that would be so hard for me, because I'm so transparent. Like, my life is like an open book. Like, this could have been a better thing for me to do. Like, I've always been very transparent in my life. So just to share it with like so many people, like, to me it's fun, but some people are very private and they're uncomfortable with that. But yeah, no, that's always been my lifestyle, to be very transparent. I always put my stuff out there before anybody could so-called find it and dig it up and hold it over my head. I never was about that life at all.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, no, I was telling, I think Spencer the other day, where I My sister, when she was in 4th grade, she kissed this boy, and I held it over her head for a full year. Okay, I was like, ooh, I'm telling mommy you and Donnie kissed. Ooh, I'm telling mommy. For a full year, she did everything. She got my dinner, she made my bed, she cleaned my room, she gave me anything. She gave me her Easter basket one year because I wanted it so bad, and if she didn't give it to me, I'm telling mommy you and Donnie kissed. I milked that thing for 1 full year. That's not my nature. You do not milk anything with me. So I think I slipped and said a curse word, and she thought she was gonna pull that on me. Oh, I'm telling mom you cursed. Excuse me, out the way, ma. And so she's like, yes, what is it? And I'm like, I just said a bad word. She's like, don't get out of my face with that nonsense. And I'm like, okay. So, see, nope, I told on myself I cannot have something being held over my head for 1 full year. I hate that. So I think that's why I always live my life so transparently, because I don't want anyone to ever like uncover some dirt. I'll tell my own dirt if there's dirt to be told, or my own life. Like, it's people living their lives. Like, I am not exclusive to doing anything. I'm not doing anything unusual or new that hasn't already been done before me or will be done like after me. So, no, I wasn't a candidate for that. So then, but I taught her, like, by me doing that, then I think like within a week, the next time I said, oh, I'm telling mommy you and Donnie kissed, she basically was like out the way. She goes, Ma, I kissed Donnie. So I taught her that. My mother's like, can you all stop with that nonsense? See, to adults, that kind of stuff is nonsense.
Yeah.
You know, but I milked that thing for 1 full year.
Girl, it's horrible. That's so busted. You used it for 1 year. That's crazy. It
Yeah,
wouldn't have
sisters,
been. It wouldn't
yeah.
have been worth it to me. I would be like, just tell, and I'll just take the L, take the consequence, whatever they are. I would
Yeah.
not have been making your bed or giving you my stuff or like, no, just tell. You're gonna do it. Go tell.
Hi, Strawberry 45. It's our natures, yeah. Me and my sister are like polar opposites. She's just like the soft one. I'm like kind of like the hardcore one, no nonsense. She definitely has that nature. I walked all over, above and around her, even though she's my older sister. But our natures are completely different.
You're hardcore.
Hardcore. Have to be in this world.
You tell me I'm like T though.
You are very much like T, and her daughter is just like me.
Yeah.
Hardcore, no nonsense.
So her daughter is just like you, and then I'm just like my aunt.
I think it's perfect. I said if I would have had a daughter to raise, like we would have been like knocking heads all the time. But you are just very sweet, and you're like the easiest child to raise, and your nature's just so different.
Well, I'm not running on the highway.
Yeah, yeah. Like one has to be strong, the other one has to be able to like take down a little bit, and so that's just like your nature. You and T,
Even though
nothing would get done if T was your mother.
Right? No, but like we both take down now, like as like both being adults, like at different points. We know like somebody else is like on a level 10. Like we
Yes.
won't be on a level 10 too with them. Like we always kind of
No, you can't
Yeah.
both be on level 10.
no.
Mm-mm.
We definitely feel each other out
I know
per
what-
situation.
Yeah, I was bugging the other day. I was tired, way overtired, and you got it. You're like, where are the boys? Again, 52 years old
yeah.
mentality. I have men's work and women's work. You know,
So we
love me or
spent like
hate
a whole
me.
day basically like I don't know. Me and you were both kind of tired, but you like were like abnormally tired. Definitely like MS related or whatever. But
Yeah.
you finally got up and the dishwasher wasn't ran. And like you like flipped out basically like what have you been doing all day? You didn't do the dishes.
Like I'm like,
But the boys' dishes were in the sink. I'm like, Mom, like I've been tired myself. I just been on the couch. I've been watching Doggy. Like I haven't really even been in the kitchen. And like you saw like a bowl or something, and you were like, well, you ate at some point. And you were like, 'cause this is your bowl.
and then as the night went on, I started seeing photographs and her posing and different collabs, and I'm like, oh, so you weren't sleeping all day, so you were posing in dresses and shoes. And
I'm like, so I was working.
Like, I was working. I have collaborations, and I'm like, oh, but you just said that you were just so tired all day. I just didn't think you could lift your head up off the pillow.
But like you really like got up and like went hard over the dishwasher, and
I
I'm
did.
like, where's Spencer and Adam? Like, why aren't they getting some of this? Like they didn't. I mean, I don't
I know,
understand.
and again, and she understands my generation.
Yeah,
where it
you were
came
like, well,
from.
you're a woman. I'm like,
we're home and we man the house. And I said, when the
What?
guys go out to work, I said, Spencer's a working man. I said, so he comes home, yes, he puts his bowl in the sink, but like, I don't know, he's a man. My mentality, again. And so, like, I definitely don't go hard on the boys, but definitely, like, me and you, I feel like we're simpatico. I feel like we understand each other. We know what has to be done. I couldn't believe you were down here all day, and you didn't even put a tablet into the dishwasher.
No, I wasn't hearing that noise because I was like, like I understand what you were saying. Like, I could have ran the dishwasher, but like not because I'm like a woman and it's like, you know, you should be doing like doing dishes kind of thing. Like you should be running the house. I'm like, the boys are gonna have to have their own place one day too. I hope they know how to wash dishes and start a dishwasher. Like if I get married, I hope he knows how to run the dishwasher and
I
start
know
dishes.
kinds of different.
Like, so I'm like,
Yeah, no, you weren't buying that. You weren't having it, girl.
I'm like, nah.
Yeah, girl, you
Not
weren't having
hearing
that. But I also felt like it's like a luxury where YouTubers were home, couldn't put a tablet in the dishwasher, run some dishes. Like, it just drives me crazy when I come
As
downstairs.
if I've never done it before.
I
Like,
know.
just this one day I didn't do it, and you were just like, so you didn't even run the dishwasher. Like, you were just like not having
What
it.
did you do yesterday? And then you're like, but I don't do anything. And I thanked you for doing something, and you're like, but yet I don't do anything. And what did you do? And I was so grateful.
Maybe it was the garbage. Like I think like it was garbage day or something. I brought the garbage down or
Oh,
something,
yeah.
and you're like, oh, like, you know, thank you. You brought the garbage down to the end of the driveway. The garbage man can come get it. And I was like, yeah. I'm like, you know, but you know, I don't do anything in the house. I don't do anything
Of
at
course
all.
not. Of course not.
Like, I only take care of doggies every need. Like,
Yes, dog gets start pulling his weight.
so Eric Brown says, why is that mothers raise their daughters and coddle their sons? Does my dad get coddled? Not really.
I don't think, I wouldn't call it coddling, but I probably definitely expect more out of you. Maybe because of my nature, I do more, I never stop, and MS slows me down, but even with that, I keep going, and so I don't have the mentality of being, of resting all the time, and so I just expect people around me to keep going like that, and I think, I just like seeing you here all day long, and there's things that have to be done. It's not like, oh, I didn't put a dish in the sink, or I didn't do this. I don't like to divide up like tasks like that. I feel like we're home, we keep the house, and the boys come in, and like they have like other responsibilities. And so I don't know. You know what? There's no explanation for it. So let me not even try to find a way out of it. It's my mentality. It's like probably in the raising. It's just the way I feel. But no, I wouldn't say that I coddle them at all. I'm hardcore on everybody. I had them lugging stuff up that bookcase. Like I'm like, you know, I don't know. It's
Dusty
just
bookcase.
yeah. I don't know. There's no reason or rhyme to what I do.
I don't know, and like when they do stuff, it's just like half baked. So I can kind of get the mentality, like you can give them like 3 instructions, they only hear the first instruction, they won't get all the instructions. So
Yeah.
sometimes I guess it's just easier to tell me to do stuff because like I get it all right the
is.
first time, and like
It
I know
is.
how you want it done, that kind
Yeah.
of thing. So
Even
like, maybe it's that.
my sister's daughter that I said like similar to me, when she used to come over here and stay when she was a little girl, 8 or 9 years old, I'd call the house and Spencer or Adam would pick up, and I like, let me speak to Sam, because Sam was a woman, and women just get it. You know, call me what you want to call me. It's my opinion. I think we just get it. There's something extra in our brains that we just get it. We just know how to navigate, you know, and figure it out. And to me, guys sometimes just get flustered so quickly. I just never give up. I just don't give up. And I think I see that either whether it was in the raising the women in my family or what, I don't know, we just get it done. You know, if you want something done, give it to Lori and Wesley, and it gets done, period.
Facts. That is very
Period.
true. No,
And
like, no
if
matter what
if
it
there's
is.
a glitch, give me a couple of minutes to think, and I'll find a way out of it. And I'll find a way out of it. So,
It's very true.
with very little resources. So, yep.
Women are not down with mess anymore. A man needs to know how to cook and clean.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Mm-hmm. I'll let them have that. Let their wife one day deal with that in her messy kitchen. Don't tear my kitchen all pieces. Train them. They cook enough to survive, to eat, stay alive. They're not making no gourmet meals in my kitchen because they're not gourmet clean. And I can't. I'm like a stickler.
Adam tries it though. He'll be like, I'm making a quiche with a this and a that. Like he took a couple of cooking classes, and like he comes home and like he's like, what did he make one time? He made broccoli cheddar soup, like.
And just cutting, sauteing, and everything. No, they know how to cook, but it's like what they leave behind. Like women, well, at least I cook and clean as I go along, and guys are just concentrating on their food. They cook it, and then like, don't you realize that dishes and stuff have to be clean? Now, granted, I guess that was in the raising, but they had a stay-at-home mother, so I did everything, like basically out the kitchen, and I can handle this. Laundry room, out the laundry room, I can handle this. So that was another. That's like the backstory. Okay, I was home. What else would I be doing but taking care of my family?
Yeah.
I was a homemaker. That's what I did. They were my family, and I took care of them. So that's where it's at now. And then Spencer went to the military, so now he does all of that. They train him one way or another. I think some of the stuff, like women, like when you get newly married, you figure this stuff out anyway. I never knew how to work a washing machine. My mother was a single mother, and any appliances that she got, she didn't want her kids touching it, because if it broke, she couldn't afford to fix it. So she didn't want her kids. That was her mentality. Whereas some people feel like their children should know these things so that they can do the work while their mother's out working as a single mother. My mother did not have that mentality. She did not want us touching her expensive equipment because we were kids, and she felt like we would be careless with it. And so I didn't learn how to do those kinds of things growing up. It wasn't until I had my own home that I learned how to do those things.
Yeah.
So every now and then I'll give like little, can you throw my clothes from the washing machine into the dryer kind of thing. But I'm still alive and well and kicking, and I'm very kind of like territorial, and I have ways of like to do things, and when everybody has their own home one day, do it their way. But while they're here in this house, I think it's luxury life here. Very little things do they have to do, because what would I be doing? So I enjoy doing what I do.
I think it varies from like couple to couple. I think she said I can call her Ashley now, since I just can't.
Oh, what do you call her?
Sour? I don't know why her name. I can't.
Okay,
Soa?
so you're not gonna remember Ashley anyway. There's
I
already,
remember Ashley.
Are you? There's Ashley in the room already.
Ashley song. Can I call you that, girl?
think
But you
they
said,
belong.
I don't care, male or female, just as long as the amount of responsibilities are equal. So just like, I mean, I just feel like relationships and stuff, like, they just vary from couple to couple. You just have to see what works. Because some people want everything equal, 100%, like 50-50 down the middle, everything, money, working, responsibilities. I mean, and some people don't. Some people want their woman to stay home. Some people want the man to stay home. I mean, I think it varies from couple to couple, so you just kind of just have to do what works.
Yeah,
For
and I think
you.
when you start weighing it out, 50-50, I heard that marriage is not 50-50, it's 100-100. You don't give 50-50 like that. You start weighing it out. You give your all, you put your all into it. It's 100% both sides. So it's not this 50-50 thing, because then you start looking to see, well, I did this, but like, what's he going to do for me? Or he might say, I did this, what is she going to do? And it's like kind of like that greedy mentality that you're always looking to see if everyone, it's always like equal scales. And life is just not like that. Especially marriages are not like that. Like at times somebody can give more than others. So, and I think even like in a family, you do things, say that Spencer and Adam can't even begin to do. They do things for me that you can't even begin to do. And so, no, I definitely do expect different things from each child, but it works for our house. You know, it definitely works for our house, so.
You know, I was wondering today, actually, because I watched somebody, like, I guess somebody just got engaged, and like there's so many engagements happening. Do men still ask permission to marry, like, somebody's daughter? Does that still happen in 2019? Does anybody know? Like,
I don't know.
I know it was like kind of like an obvious thing, like you ask permission back in like the olden days, like you ask permission. Does permission still happen? Is that still like a given? Like you ask somebody's parents for permission to marry them?
No.
Like one day if someone proposed
I
to me,
think
would
it
you
might
want to
be
know
That
before
he has to ask. I think respectfully, the two of you together would tell me that you're engaged or you're going to be married or whatever. I mean, I would have seen the progression of the relationship, so I would be knowing it was
Or unless
fine.
that's just like kind of like a fantasy thing, or like, you know, I thought it always happened like the man asked the father and then like he proposed. Like typically like the woman doesn't know. That's why it's kind of like a, oh my gosh, like kind of thing. Like what, like
Yeah,
would you
I don't
wanna
know about all
before
this-
the fact or after the fact, or well obviously after the fact, but would you want to know like he's going to propose to me? Because isn't it like a permission thing, like can I marry your daughter kind of thing? Does that still
I don't
happen?
know. I don't know where that ever came from. I definitely have heard. I definitely have seen it in the movies. All this asking permission. I would think that people watch the relationship as it's growing, and you can kind of suspect when it's going to happen. And I guess respectfully, they might mention that they want to marry somebody's daughter or something. But like, don't hang your hat on. I'll just be happy the two of you came up and made the grand announcement.
Okay,
Instead of all this eloping
so
and
you
all
wouldn't.
that.
Okay, so you wouldn't be offended if I came over and I'm like, look, like I'm
No,
engaged.
I
Like,
mean,
you
I
know,
would
you
be so
you
excited.
wouldn't-
I'd be like, oh my God, like, you know,
Okay.
yeah, I would be happy for you. I wouldn't like ruin the moment, like, you didn't ask to marry, like, no.
Okay, I was wondering, like, you know.
Again, I always do things kind of like different, so I don't know. That's just
Because to me that's so traditional. I'm just wondering. I'm like, does that still happen in 2019? Do men still like ask the father's permission to get married?
Perhaps, I don't know.
Or you know,
Did you guys, anybody know? Anybody have an opinion on
something
that?
happens on The Bachelor.
Right? Just not common. Depends on the person. As for their hand in marriage, my husband asked my parents. The term of respect.
So what do you think? I don't really know.
Cultural thing. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if we had been dating for a while, then I guess like we all would see it coming. Hopefully, right?
I would
'Cause
think that you in the relationship would be discussing it the whole time, the man and the woman in the relationship, and then you might say, are you ready to share it with my parents? Ready to share, like that two of you together. I would not be offended if the two of you together as grown adults, because don't forget, these are not 17 and 18-year-olds like back in my mother's day, getting married at 17, 18, 19 years old, okay? People are well into their 20s, 30s now getting married. So a great big grown you're 26, 27, 28-year-old married 30-year-old man asking permission. Like by then, I would think he would be fully established, or I would hope so, you know, fully established, and two adults making up their mind. Respectfully, the two of you together as a couple to show the united front that we have made the decision that we're going to marry. That's like the news. Like I'd want to hear together, like already unity. That's what I would like to hear.
Okay.
Yeah, not him kind of like, no, I'm gonna.
But it's not something like we're just like we're sitting discussing over dinner. It's like, so we're like, are we ready to get married now? Let's get married. Like typically, like isn't it like a like?
Yeah, I think too many opinions.
Like oh my gosh, like
having it at a family dinner and having all opinions.
No, I'm saying you're making it seem like you're saying it's like an ongoing discussion. Like one day we're just gonna be sitting at dinner, like you know, one night, just like, okay, we're ready to get married now. Like I kind of wanna. A get down on one knee moment. I don't want it just to be a discussion. Like okay, like so we're ready to get married now. Like
you know, that's all in the part of the relationship between you and the man. I think that you guys would argue.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, would you like would you and Dad be offended if like I was like, okay, I'm engaged, but like he never asked your permission? That's why I said, does permission still happen in 2019? Like, do guys still do that? Ask permission to be married person?
I wouldn't be in your father's nature is such that I don't think he would be either. You know, it's just like whatever makes you guys happy. And like I said, you're the one in the relationship. You're the one that's dating the guy. The two adults together by now would know where the relationship is going and whether or not you guys want to be married. And so together, like he could get down on his knee and do all that with you, but then together, the couple together, united front, right from the start, come to the parents and say, we've decided to get married. I'd be delighted. I'm like, okay.
Aries said, that would be sweet if my big-nosed husband asked my mother, but I'm 43. Would that be busted?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think it's like necessary.
I don't think it's necessary.
Like, you're in a relationship.
I was just wondering because I've been seeing so many engagements and it just crossed my mind. I'm like, do people still ask for permission? I'm just wondering.
Like people have been saying it's cultural. Some of it's cultural.
See, Alana K, I want my future husband to ask my father for permission first.
How old are you, Alana? Though? Are you still young?
But does age matter if you're still somebody's like kid, right? And
I think
if family
are so
is important
nowadays.
and family matters to the person, like wouldn't you want to ask their family?
Lifestyles now, if you are a grown 20-something-year-old woman living in your own,
she's 29,
living on your own, it's just very either you make all kinds of very important decisions on your own, living on your own. It's not like I said in the 50s and 60s where you are teenagers and you are asking to take somebody's child out of their home, because women did not live on their own back in the day. The first time they left was when they went to their husband's house. So you were asking the parents, can I have your daughter so I can take care of her? That's basically what you're asking. When somebody's taking care of themselves now, and maybe it's just traditional in like the mind, but I don't think it's necessary. Like the woman is taking care of herself. Like what is somebody asking permission for? The parents have not taken care of their child.
Maybe said like again, it's just like traditional. Because I can see the respect behind it. I can see the respect behind it, period. Like no matter what age you are, I see the respect behind it. Like, can I marry your daughter? Like kind of a thing. I see that.
Like there's just a lot of traditions that.
And just because your parents say yes doesn't mean you have to say yes. Because I saw someone say like it's not your dad's decision to make, and just because he says yes doesn't mean you have to say yes.
Right, because it's the couple that are going to be living together. So somebody that might seem like a good catch to a parent, you're in the relationship. It's just things are just so different now. You have to navigate it on a case-by-case basis. So rules of yesteryear have gone out the window.
Everything has gone out the window. That's why I just asked. I was like, because I'm 26, so every day on Facebook somebody's getting engaged or pregnant or married or whatever. So I'm like, I was just wondering. So I saw an engagement. I'm like, do people, still ask permission? Is that still like a thing? Like I don't know.
That's a good way of putting it, Aaliyah. She said you still have the right to choose, but it's about knowing if they're okay with it. That's good. And I think that the people in the relationship would know, because the guy would be coming over, getting to know the parents. You would know the personality. So when it finally happens, I'm sure like the mother and father are talking behind the scenes, like when is he gonna pop the question? So like when it finally does happen, no surprises. Nobody should be like all surprised and clutching their heart, like, oh my, I saw this coming. Like where did this come from? Yeah. You could kind of like know the progression of the relationship.
I mean, you're just not a romantic. So sometimes when we watch like proposals and like the woman's like screaming and crying, you were like, she ain't see that coming. Like she didn't know. She didn't know? Like,
All
really?
that extra, like, yeah. It's
So I'm like, Ma, this is a beautiful moment. You're just like, well, why is she screaming and hollering? Like, she didn't know it was coming? Like, she didn't know they were going to
so
get
much
married?
drama. Yeah. It's like she just really wanted to make it.
All
that
I
moment.
know is I hope my nails are done. Like, I just hope my nails are done.
Stuff like that.
I need my nails to be done. If I'm going to be wearing, like, a ring, like, please let my nails be done. Like,
See,
period.
stuff like that to me, shall I speak? Allow me to speak.
Girl,
That, millennials, and I speak very freely because I have two, that now something like that, like make sure my nails are done. Like, who really cares if your nails are done? It's that serious. I saw somebody using their best friend's hand as if why the best friend has to be there at all. I don't know. But anyway,
because
for the
people,
picture
because
posing.
for the guys, like family again. So the man proposed to the woman, but their families were there and like their friends. Like somehow, like I mean.
So she didn't see it coming, and he surprised her, all the family's there, and she's worried about her nails. See, if people put more stock into the relationship, because the wedding is 3 or 4 hours one day, after that, it's an eternity that you are with this person. And so you want to make sure you put just as much thought into the relationship as the wedding. I think that's the shocker, that people enjoy the planning of the wedding so much. And I'm a no-nonsense person. That was not my thing. I'm like my grandmother. My grandmother thought it was the biggest waste of money. Family opinion, like at least it was my grandmother's. And I think she would say the bigger they are, the quicker they fall, she would say. All right, but it was just like, get down the aisle. Let's not plan our whole 2 or 3 years prior to getting married planning, because it's such a letdown when you get married and there's nothing else to plan. It's the shocker. Like, it needs to get more thought into the relationship afterward. Like, once the party's over, the music has stopped, the bill has been paid, the bar tab that keeps going on and on and on. We have that open bar. People never know how to get away from that open bar. All right, so once it's over, the music has stopped. Now it's the two of you. Are you prepared for that? Just the two of you for the rest of your born days. And so the wedding planning is over. You don't have the excuse anymore for fittings and picking up the flowers and the wedding cake. It is almost like a deep depression people go into, because their whole life has been what they wanted their whole life as children. The wedding gown, the veil, all of that. That day is now officially over. Never to come again unless you get divorced. And I guess have another big wedding. But it's the letdown, because so much has gone into the planning of this wedding. And if just as much went into the relationship and the aftermath of the wedding planning, I think there would be a whole lot many more successful marriages. And that's just my point of view.
Well, just because I want my nails to be done doesn't mean I wouldn't care about the marriage. But
Right.
people take pictures of their rings. Like, I just want nice nails with my rings.
I'd
Is
just be
that
happy
wrong?
to get. I just in this day and age, I would just be happy to get
No,
a ring.
seriously.
I don't see that happening. very often.
Seriously, no. On a serious
Yeah.
note, like someone just said,
Yeah.
millennials don't care about marriage. Like it's so true. People are so afraid of commitment. Like, seriously, if you get down the aisle in 2019, it's like, wow. Or if you found someone who wants to commit, it's like, wow. 'Cause, for
Deborah
real.
James. No, I have two. Spencer and Taylor. Adam, I think, is Generation Y. What is Adam? He's on the cusp. He was
1999.
1999. So sometimes he might line up with millennial, but his thought process is distinctly different from Taylor and Spencer. His class, his high school
Yeah.
class, like a breed of their own. Like Adam's way of thinking is so polar opposite in a lot of ways. You can see that divide there. He's not a millennial thought at all. So what comes after millennials?
Guys, what comes after millennials?
I don't know. Whatever it is, that's what Adam is. He's not a millennial mind at all.
Who's a millennial? Are me and Spencer millennials?
You guys are millennials. Yeah.
And then he's
Millennials have a distinct way of thinking, so much so that companies
Gen X.
have to Gen X. Okay. Then what? I thought I was Gen X.
are you Gen Y?
No. What am I?
We gotta pull up all the
I
generations.
think I'm like the lost generation or something, where the parents were the baby boomers and they're like forever babies. You know, our parents, like they never want to get old. All right. And then there is the World War II. That was my grandparents. They're like distinct. I think my generation, like there is no conversation around ours. I don't know, we're the latchkey kids, all that. I don't know, just a kind of a strange.
And I'm glad my husband asked, because my mom helped him not get a busted ring.
Right.
Other
Yeah.
perks of asking.
Well, like I said, again, the conversation between the couple, that I would make it very clear what I would like. If you were thinking along these lines, because you kind of have to know. So if you're thinking about asking me to marry you for Christmas, Valentine's Day, or any of the other like little busted holidays. This is what I like, okay? This is what I want. I mean, I said it. I said I do not want a microscopic diamond dust. I said it so much so that my husband was just like, "You just marry me for my money." I'm like, "What money? Like what money?" You know? No, it wasn't married. It's like that's part of like the engagement process. You get a ring, and so the ring that we saw today. I said, that's exactly what I don't want. I think he was impressed with that. He's like, oh, wait till you see this ring. It looked like a family member. And when I went back, a long time later on, I'm like, okay, I wasn't impressed. I said, if that's what you were thinking for me, like, don't. Okay, I need a magnifying glass to see it.
But you didn't
okay?
want a great big rock
No,
either.
I did not.
Yeah.
I didn't want a great big rock.
'Cause
No,
you're-
I wasn't. No,
yeah.
I
But-
don't have wear anymore. But I
wasn't
wasn't
a rock.
unreasonable. But I thought that I just was very distinct. So I wouldn't need anybody to tell him what to, I could speak for
But I
myself.
mean, it's a ring you're going to be wearing the
Yeah,
rest of your
the
life,
rest
and
of
it
your life.
has meaning and stuff to it. So I don't think that's unreasonable
I don't.
to say kind of what you like. I don't think that's
I think you have to guide and you have to kind of like guide and lead a little bit.
Even though you're of the mindset, you're like, you should just be lucky to get anything these days because nobody,
I
nobody wants commitment.
Yeah.
But like, I really used to stress myself out about like getting married and having kids, stuff like that. Like now it's just like whatever because like I don't know. This world's
Yeah,
different.
It's just so different.
It's just different.
It's-
So you just kind of have
yeah.
to ride the wave and see what life gets you. 'cause-
Okay, I'm X, right? Yes, Deborah. He's Y, and you're yeah. X is like that lost kind of like generation. There's nothing distinctly spectacular about us, right? I don't think that there really was anything memorable. Gen Z? I don't know if they're Z. I think they're Y.
Okay, let's pull up the generation since like
Okay.
we don't know. All
We
right.
didn't have a wedding. We got married for yes, Kim Gregory. I did too. Justice of the Peace, so to speak. It was Reno. We went to Reno. It's different now, you know. Yeah, exactly. She got
All
married
right.
at 29. Had a
So
baby
you
at
were
36.
1967.
Yes.
You're Gen X.
Okay.
Um.
And what are the traits of Gen X?
Girl.
So I want to show the difference between the Millennials and Y because they're different. Do they give the traits?
No, not in this source.
Okay.
So wait, you're Gen X. 2000 to present is Gen Z. And so okay, so we're Millennials. Adam's Gen Z. You're Gen X. Okay.
Yes, it definitely EK. With kids played outside, we did all the the tag, the jump ropes, hopscotch, all that. Be inside before the lights went down and all of that. It was just good, healthy fun. No technology, none of that. It was fun. But what I meant by saying there's nothing distinct to us, you know how the generations that followed, or like the baby boomers were known for certain things. I think Generation X was just non-problematic. We just like lived life. There was nothing distinct about Gen X. We were just existing.
Where were you? Gen Y?
I was Adam's Y.
What are you? Gen X?
65 to 70. Okay, so yeah, it was Gen X. A young baby boomer. So that would be, so you fell on the end of the baby boomer. Yes, we're the ones after the baby boomer. Yeah.
Terrible chart. Okay, here's key characteristics.
Right, and a lot of them are in bed
Like,
over
I
that
don't
big
know.
wedding.
Yours is Gen X. It says you're hardworking, tech literate, focus on work-life balance, flex time, telecommunicating, job sharing, independent but collaborative, adaptable, willing to change the status quo.
That's so not me. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Wow, that's
Millennials are smart, easily bored, eager to move up, short-term focus, individualistic, challenging of authority,
Yep.
needing constant stimulation,
Yep.
variety and challenge, optimistic, tech savvy, tenacious, team oriented, and socially responsible. Wait, who's this? Oh, this is millennials. Wait, Gen Z is 1993 to present. Okay, so is this wrong?
Yeah, that I don't know what. Yeah,
This is wrong.
I don't know.
Cause I'm a millennial. Well, I mean, I guess it varies. Am I on the cusp? I was born in 93.
I don't know.
I don't know, guys.
Hold on. I'm getting the charts to describe some of these generations here.
What are people saying? Are you in the chat?
Yes. I see freaks. I know. I'm like, as I just check back in. Let me pull a Taylor. Let me see.
Hide user.
Oh.
Hide user.
Sounds correct. I'm millennials, to the degree, I think. Not every single one. Maybe it's like some of them. Like I didn't agree with anything for my generation.
It's okay. It's AKA the lost generation.
See,
Dubbed
the
by
lost
media
generation.
as the latchkey kids.
That's what I said before. Latchkey kids. Yeah.
Gen Xers are considered the first daycare generation because many were raised by two parents who worked or by a single divorced parent.
Yeah.
This generation delayed marriage and childbearing to focus on developing themselves first. They are the first generation to value work-life balance, possibly in response to experiencing the consequences of their parents' workaholism, their broken home.
Wow, that's so like not me because again, you have to take it on a case-by-case basis. So I still have that mentality, that old-fashioned mentality. I did not delay marriage at all.
The millennials, aka
Yeah.
the narcissistic tech gurus.
Yes. Would you read about them?
Okay. The first generation to reach adulthood in the new millennium. Millennials are the young technology gurus who thrive on new innovation, startups, and working out of coffee shops. They were the kids of the 1990s who were born roughly between 1980 and the 2000s. These 20-somethings to early 30-year-olds have redefined the workplace. Time magazine called them the me generation because that's all they want. They're known as confident, entitled, and depressed.
Yeah. And I would say that pegs you and Spencer, but definitely confident, definitely entitled at times.
Oh my gosh, it says, these people date through online dating websites as
Wow.
opposed to the baby boomers who met their spouses through friends or at social outings.
Mm-hmm.
The millennials may be known as successful and driven, but their marriage to technology has nearly destroyed their interpersonal skills.
So
And as a
true.
result, depression is rampant in this generation.
So true. Spot on. I don't understand that. I can't even give you advice anymore about that kind of thing. I said because I just don't
Yeah.
understand anything of the sort, the online dating. I'm a communicator, so I struggle with that kind of advice about that kind of online dating. I don't understand it. I don't know time frames. I don't know how long you just like, to me, waste your time talking to someone that you've never seen before or possibly seen through technology but don't really know. You have to be in front of someone, I think, to see their inflections, their sincerity.
This is Psychology Today. I can put the
Okay.
link in the description really quick.
Sounds like there's no hope for us. I don't know, there
Hold
might
on,
be.
I want to keep reading because it gets better, guys. Hold on, if you're a millennial,
Yeah.
here's the link
Yes,
I'm reading
it's
from.
weird to me.
So what goes on to say about millennials
Okay.
that Generation Me, why today's young Americans are more confident, assertive, entitled, and more miserable than ever before, authored by Jean Twenge, PhD, is based on her decades worth of psychological data. And she contends that depression, loneliness, and panic attacks are all significantly more characteristic of today's 20-somethings than of preceding generations at the same age. This could be due to the extreme pressure to be successful. Buying a home, keeping a good job, and getting married isn't as easy as it once was due to the extraordinary high cost in our current society. As a result, mental illness on college campuses is rampant. Mass shootings are common, and they hardly existed during the past generations.
Yeah.
And then it goes on to say these stressors and mental illnesses are probably multifactorial, driven by the hardships of society, the oppression with technology, and the I am better than you mentality. In the workplace, millennials, contrary to baby boomers, strive for flexibility rather than a higher tax bracket. They want more vacation time, casual dress, and the flexibility of working from home rather than the office. They are all about working smarter, not harder.
So true. Yeah, I mean, spot on. Yeah, I definitely witness that. I definitely see that. Not just like in my own household, but definitely like your peers and everything. I just see. I don't understand the generation, but I raised millennials. Almost like kind of like with kid gloves. they're not as tough, say, like as my generation. You know, you do have to handle them with kid gloves. I was even told, my husband told me at one point that they have to have special training in companies when they hire millennials now, because the workforce, like the baby boomers are kind of like retiring or getting out of there, and they're bringing in the millennials mindset completely and totally different. Okay, like that generation, the baby boomers work, don't mind working overtime, all that. Millennials are just, like you said, working smarter, not
harder.
Yeah, it's just different. It's just so
I mean, working from home, YouTubers, all the entrepreneurship people want to do, like, so.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was a latchkey kid too. And we just had so much responsibility.
So interesting.
You know, and I don't know, maybe, you know, that's what it's about, because my mother wasn't a stay-at-home mother, and I think I maybe wanted to bring that to my kids, so I want them to have that luxury, like maybe what I did not have, so not to have to worry about, like, I had to come home from school, do homework, get the dinner started, clean the house, and it better be clean by the time my mother got home at 4:30. Well, I got home at 2:30, 3 o'clock, and it better be clean from top to bottom, and I did it. You know, like, that was not too much responsibility. Now, like, it's almost like you have to tippy-toe, like, Adam, can you take the garbage down to the foot of the driveway for the garbage? Like, it's almost like blame myself. I take the blame for the successes of my kids and for the failures of my kids, because it was all at my hands. But there's good, there's pros and cons, and I think it could be, it's always, like I said, it's just not so simplistic. It's my background, it's the way that I was raised, it's what I want to offer my kids. I don't think because I might have had it rough, like they have to have it, well, you know, I had it like this. No, I felt like I wanted to do better. So they did not have a latchkey home. I was here. They had cookies and brownies and everything on the counter when they got home. I enjoyed doing that because it's what I didn't have, it's what I wanted. So maybe they didn't necessarily want it, but it's what I was offering because it's what I lacked. It's what I wanted to give. And I felt like it was success that my kids did not have to come home to an empty house. Anything that happened in school, they could come home. I was right there, getting on the phone. Many lies, I tell you. Quick, talk fast. I can catch the teachers while they're still there. Gotta catch the principal. You know, what happened? Like, you know, I was there. I had to endure all the pain and the bullying and all that because my mother worked. Not with my kids. They didn't have to worry about a thing. I was there, hands on. And I enjoyed doing it. So it's just two different lifestyles, but at the cost of maybe making them more responsible, maybe. Because there's not a thing, like I said before, it's not a thing that you can't throw at me that I can't do. And if I can't figure out how to do it, I will figure it out. Just give me a little bit of time. But yeah, millennials, everybody gets all flustered. Nobody can figure out things. I don't understand that. Because nothing maybe was thrown at them to figure out anything. I know that when I went to their college open houses, I know that the staff at colleges would say that an 18-year-old at that point, I think when Spencer entered college, was equivalent to a 15-year-old. They had to handle them with kid gloves. And I remember that lecture when they lined us all up or you know, marched us all into the auditorium and explained like what the agenda would be. They were going to kind of ease the new freshmen into this lifestyle of college because a freshman back in 2010, I guess he'd be going to the fall of 2010 or something into college, was not equipped really to be in college, and they would handle them very gently. Millennials, all right, and I was shocked. I'm like, an 18-year-old, a grown man, is equivalent to like a 15-year-old mentally, they said, because they said that they were wanted and loved. Their parents wanted them. They were not like mistakes, or they were not unplanned. These were planned. Sometimes people had trouble. They had to do fertility, all of that. These kids were planned and were treated accordingly. And so therefore, that sense of entitlement, never told no, spoiled, never did anything because they said were wanted and loved. And so now the colleges were getting the backlash of this raising of how these kids were wanted and loved. And so an 18-year-old was equivalent to a 15-year-old. They really couldn't, they weren't independent. I was shocked when I heard that. Yep, there's no plans, Cosmo, when you're a parent. You just, what works for one may not work for someone else. Good night, Aaliyah.
Good night. Oh my gosh, it's almost 11:30.
Yeah, Linnell. we just had responsibilities and handled it. We didn't have a choice. We wouldn't dare say no. It's just like, this is the list. There was no texting. Piece of paper on the counter, better get done. Like, that piece of paper was fear. Now, you know, you get the ding on the phone and like, but no, back then it was just a piece of paper, notebook paper on the counter. That's what I had to do, and it better be done by the time my mother got home. Nowadays, I have to always think one step further. I'm like, I wonder if they saw the paper on the counter. I wonder if they looked at it. I wonder if they read the list in its entirety. Like, we all do, like, we do the thinking, or at least I do the thinking for what I raise. I feel like I know everybody's strengths and weaknesses. And I think that's what we were saying before. Like, it's easier for me to get you to do things because I know it'll be done thoroughly. Is it because, like, we just hang out more?
Probably.
You know, like, I don't know, but totally different way children are raised.
Or maybe I just always had more responsibility.
Yeah, the written note on the counter. Probably my prejudices as far as what women can do. Probably. I know we get it done.
I smell your sultanicals.
Do you?
Yep, that's
My,
you.
can't believe it's, oh my God! Can't believe it's not
it
pumpkin.
smells
I love
good,
it.
girl.
It smells so fall,
No, it's not
right?
the pumpkin, it's that oil.
Oh,
Girl, it's so sweet. Like,
I
the
know.
whole upstairs smelled like king
I
sink.
know. I don't know what made me drag it out today because I think I was
like-
so excited to get it.
It's
When I
not a
first
bad
opened
smell,
it-
it's just so sweet.
Yeah, when I first opened it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's heavenly. Like, but after a while, it's just like, oh. It's
My
just,
bedroom, you were in there doing makeup, like, and
So
the bed, my
sweet.
bedroom smelled like it. I'm like, it's just
Yeah,
all
use
that
a light hand when you use it. It's
kink
super,
sink.
super
And you don't
sweet.
use a light hand. I know you probably doused your head
Oh,
in it.
2 or 3 times over.
Girl.
I kept putting in the pumpkin and squeezing it in and mixing it together, rubbing my hands together and pushing it through. More pumpkin, slap it in, more kink sink, whirl it up, rub it together, run it through. Yeah, my hair is full of kink sink.
Yeah, I see a lot of people saying goodnight. So, yeah, we stayed on
Okay.
here like an hour longer than we normally do.
I know.
Tay, do you want to be a stay-at-home mom? That's a good question. I enjoy working, so like when that time comes, like when I get married, when I have a kid, like I guess I'll kind of decide. Then I see how I am with Doggy, and I know I'm not gonna want to leave my child in a daycare or like just I want to be able to be there for the raising and stuff. So I guess I'll kind of see how that kind of works. I definitely want to be around my kid and raise my kid. I don't want to have what is it, like maternity leave and then go to work and leave my baby in a daycare. I know I don't want to do that. So, but I don't want to just stay officially like I want to be a stay-at-home mom and like never work. But when it comes to like having kids time, it'll definitely be a different story as far as working goes because I want to be there with my kid, like with my child, watching it grow up and all that kind of stuff. So to a certain point, like definitely probably kindergarten when they go to kindergarten. Like, I mean, I'm a teacher, so I might be working in the school. Like, so I'll be there. Like, I don't know, but I know when they're like a baby, I want to be there. Like, I don't want to have to worry like about going like to work and leaving my child in a daycare or babysitter. Like, I definitely don't want to do that. So
until they can like talk on their own, if you have the ability to do that and you know and you have the income to do that.
But we never did preschool, and I see.
No. And I say that to me, I've smothered them and babied them to their detriment. I think
I see the benefits of that.
Yeah,
preschool and stuff. So
definitely would want to have socialized them. I felt like I was giving them a good life. I felt like I was a stay-at-home mother. Why should they have to go? But it wasn't for me. It was more for them, and I did not want to be separated from my kids. To me, they were like babies, and so I didn't want that. So my kids stepped into school their very first day of kindergarten. And
good night, Alana.
And it was a tough struggle because the things that you learn in preschool, socializing, they were a little bit softer because they didn't know how to deal with kids not liking them, kids calling them names, kids picking on them. So I was forever at the school trying to fight their battles because they didn't learn it at 3, 4, and 5. So if I ever had to do it over again, which of course I don't, but I said, and everybody raises their own kids. So I don't have a strong opinion about it. One day that will be your child and you raise your child the way you want to because no one could have talked me out of doing what I did. But if I could do it over again, I definitely would have socialized you guys more. Like the way we're doing Doggy now, we're seeing that like if we could, like we would baby him and wouldn't want him at the park, especially at the time when somebody almost ripped his little face off and everything, he was crying, you know, I say, no, he has to get tough, you know, so I think that I definitely would have my kids now in preschool. I don't see anything wrong with that, and I wish I would have done it for my own because you guys would have formed bonds earlier. You would have known how to make friends. You wouldn't be so soft-skinned. You wouldn't get your feelings so hurt because kids are mean, period. And you learn that early.
Stuff like that is stuff to talk about, like, so, like, going forward, like, when I meet somebody, like, I don't want them to say like, no, like I want you to work like the whole time, this and that. I want someone who's like staying home. I want us both to work. Like that's not someone I'm looking for. Like
Right.
I want someone who's gonna understand like at least from when they're born till about kindergarten. Like I want some flexibility in between those years before they like officially go off to school. Whether that's to, like put them in preschool or whatever, stay home with them. Like I want that flexibility. So
yeah, I thought it was a luxury. I thought it was good, but I saw, I mean, kids eventually they sort it out, they work it out. So my kids definitely have been raised very successful. I'm very proud of what I've raised at all. I have no regrets. Just little ones like we're talking about now. Like if I could do it again, but did it ruin them to their detriment in a major impactful way? Absolutely not. No, but if I could do it, I only would want them to be better. So I'd want them to be more socialized. I want to see you go to a party and like enjoy yourself, and some of that I think anxiety over parties and things is because early on, you know, I was just always there, and still am always there. It's just my way of supporting, loving, just being there, just being a part. It's like I really don't know how to be any other way. I try to, you know, I try to back off at times when I see like it's just like I want them to do it for themselves because I know that they're capable. But if a parent's always there, it makes the child like doubt, like I can't do it, like I need my mom there. But you guys are way like too old for that now. But I just like really say if like someone said, I think it was Deborah James said that her child is pre-K and it's been a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How do we feel about homeschooling? I still see the value in actually like the public school system and actually going and like socializing, even though people say like you can have homeschool systems and like you can meet other people in homeschool and socialize your kid. But I don't know, I don't see myself ever homeschooling. At least at this point, it's not in my mind to homeschool. I know some people do it, but I don't see myself homeschooling.
I started all of 1 year simply because they were so close in age, Spencer and Taylor, and I just love that sibling bond. So Spencer was supposed to start kindergarten, and Taylor wasn't. I didn't want them separated. I didn't want her to miss him. That's how far ahead I used to always think. I was like overthought for my kids. And so I'm like, she's going to miss him. So therefore he has to stay home and be homeschooled so that they can go off together. So when she went to kindergarten, he went to first grade. So that was the first time he entered school. First grade, 6 years old, he went to school, and then you were in kindergarten. But no, I would do it differently now. They have got to be socialized before that now. Mm-hmm. And then Adam didn't know things like fine motor skills. Like he didn't know how to use scissors, and he didn't know how to use glue, and you know, a lot of things that they teach them in preschool. Like now, before you go to kindergarten, you have to know the full alphabet. And even I heard like
kindergarten, you're going in and you're sitting down. Like it's a lot less play, and like kids at that age, like they learn through play, but you know, it barely happens. Like you were sitting down with a pencil and paper and you're learning in kindergarten. It's definitely more like structured than back in the day.
I didn't like that at all. That was the biggest eye opener and the biggest shocker when I took Adam into kindergarten. You know, the camera, the video recorder, all of that, all set for the day. His cute little, little navy shoes and little navy pants and little shirt and all that, so cute. And so I went in. Me and Jay went in and held him by the hand and took him right over to the toys to show him. I'm like, look, this is going to be fun. Nope. The teacher said, excuse me, come over here, young man, sit down at your desk. She said, there's a time for that. I was like, aye, like what? At that very moment, it sunk in. I had lost all control. No longer was I in control of my child anymore. She told him to come on over and have a seat. There'll be no toy playing right now. And I thought, this is about business. Like, this is kindergarten. Nope, there's a time for play. And I had no idea. I was shocked that kindergarten was about business. I thought, like, you're going to go to a nice place and you're going to meet nice kids and you're going to play all day. No, not at all. Not at all.
You were sitting down.
And she told me it'd be best if I left. It'd make it easier for him, you know, and don't start all this, she said, say a quick goodbye and walk out the door. And all this hugging and rubbing his head, all that, do not do that. She said, I caution you, do not do that. So it was just like basically like, peace out, bro. See you later.
Same thing with doggy, like tomorrow, like can't even say goodbye, just walk out the door.
Yeah.
Like, bye.
Horrible. I was the one that fell apart on the way back to the house.
You said peace out, bro.
Yeah, 6 years old. Playtime is now officially over. I was shocked. Yeah, and she was an older teacher too. Now, but I learned to appreciate the seasoned teachers because it's like the new young ones that newfangled ideas and all of this, and they were just like harder. They played hardball. I just never forget Adam's third grade teacher, and just knew, like trying to like spread her wings and trying to like stick to rules and everything. She didn't take it on a case by case basis. Whereas as a seasoned teacher, it wasn't that big of a deal. So it was the toy chest. And they all worked together as a team, him and like maybe 3 or 4 other kids on their team, to win the privilege of going to the toy chest on Friday. Well, it was like flu season, so Adam lost his privileges because he was home when all the other kids got to go into the toy chest. Well, you know, when he returned to the school on Monday, all the kids were flaunting their little busted toys that they got when he wasn't there. Aha, Adam, you didn't get to get it. And I'm like, that's no big deal. You most definitely will get a toy. You were part of the team. But see, a seasoned teacher would have said, of course, not the new one. She said, no, you had to be here Friday. Adam knows the rules. Adam knows the rules. Like, no. And then and then the new ones, they look at the child, like they want the child to take that onus. Okay, not a seasoned teacher. A seasoned teacher would respect the parent. It's not that big of a deal. And Adam, of course, you can do that. Not the new teacher. So she's just like,
She's like,
don't you know?
bye.
She's like ignoring me. Don't you know the rules, young man? And then basically the child's like all scared and everything because they know the mother's leaving and they got to deal with her. So he's like, yes, okay, now have a seat. Okay, thank you, Mrs. Wesley. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? I'll see you, Tail, in the office with the principal. Okay, there's plenty more else. My child's gonna get the toy at the toy chest because he worked as a team.
Did he ever get the toy chest?
Yes, he did. And not only did he get one, but it broke that afternoon because it was so cheap. And the next day I was back at the school saying, we will be replacing this busted toy. Okay, yes, he did get the toy at the toy chest. He got 2, 3, 4 toys at the toy chest. Okay. Yes, he did.
So your tail in the principal's office.
Yeah. I remember Spencer's 4th grade teacher, he brought a Pokemon book to school and a little boy stole it from him. And I knew for a fact it was his because the books were very rare. Who remembers Pokemon and all of that? Gotta catch one, gotta catch a Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all. I gotta catch one.
I drove myself crazy. Charizard and Pikachu and that big blue one, I knew them all at the time. So Spencer had this distinct book, very hard to get. He got it, told him please don't bring it to school. Of course, kids don't listen. They find a way to get it there. So he came home and said it was taken, and he knew who took it exactly. And I said, well, did you tell the teacher? Yes, he did. And she said, he couldn't prove that. You know, so like the boy got to take a thief, just like amongst us, living amongst us, and the teacher did nothing about it. Knowing how rare that book was, and she knew darn well that other child, I don't know what that was about, but I found out what it was about the next day when that book was handed back over to me. It was me and her. It was in California. It was like outdoor schools, the way they kind of have like outdoor malls, like no like closing in. So she was running down to the prison. I was like running right behind her the days I could run. I don't know who got there quicker. But
you guys literally running?
Yes, we met up at that office together. No, I was not having, like they were going to hand over that book to me because that was definitely my son's book. And I don't know what game she was playing. You have to prove it. You know, I don't like they couldn't take an honest child's word that was his. Why would he lie about it? You know? Oh no. No, I wasn't having none of that. See, but this is why you have to get involved because they try to walk all over teachers, try to walk all over bumping around folk, and I wasn't having none of it.
No, but like, I feel like at least going through college, like they taught us more about like the students and the curriculum. But when I actually got into the classroom, like I feel like I wasn't really prepared for parents, but like you get prepared once you start dealing with people's parents. And during student teaching, dealing with the parents is actually like the most fun part for me. Like I love back to school night and all that kind of stuff. I like parents, but parents is like a whole another ball game, and like you kind of see it from district to district. In some districts, like parents are like, you can get the annoying ones that are just like on you like 24/7, like they want to know everything.
Yeah,
and
I wasn't a
you can
helicopter
get
parent.
some that don't care at all, and that's stressful too. Like you can get the ones that are on you or the ones that don't care. Like both are like really like hard to deal with because it's just hard. But
people often said, was I a helicopter parent? No, there's a distinct description of a helicopter parent.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need to be a helicopter parent because I always like knew I had ears everywhere and eyes everywhere. So I wasn't one of those that were just there. As a matter of fact, I was almost like polar opposite of that whenever I would come into the classroom and work, my child would be served last and would get things last. My child never got special treatment because I was there working, because I always had the mentality that it was a blessing for me to be there, but the other kids didn't have their parents, and I didn't want them to feel like they were at a disadvantage. My child had me there, so they didn't need any extra special loving and treatment. The fact that my presence was there was enough for them, and so I always gravitated toward the kids that didn't have their parent there. So my kid was not the best. My kid did not get everything first. My kid was not the spoiled child. I just happened to be in the classroom, and I see you over there, have a seat. You know, you could be just as punished, you know, as everybody else. Just because I'm here, don't think the punishment's going to stop. Whatever the teacher says, like, pretty much goes within reason. But no, I was not a helicopter hovering. My child was perfect, the best. No, that was not my style. I don't know how I would describe myself, but I knew all, saw all, was there. You couldn't pull the wool over my eyes, and I just kind of like made sure my child was taken care of, but not in a spoiled way or got anything extra. Just treated decently in school. That was it.
Hi, Alexis Simmons. Girl, are we calling it a night, girl?
Yes, girl. Oh, I didn't see that. Somebody said they like your jean jacket, girl. Yes, you guys ready to call it a night?
I love jean jackets.
I know. I cut mine up, and you liked
sure
it.
did. Yeah, you DIY'd your jean jacket. You just like cut it up, cut the collar off.
I did.
Cut holes in it.
I know how to update the look, and then I think I cut too much, so I really took a very good jacket and cut it up.
And you wore it. We were in Target one day, and I looked. I'm like, "Where'd you get that thing at?" I'm like, "That's cute. Where'd you get that?" You were like, "I made it." I'm like, "What?"
I just have to find something so that the collar doesn't keep going down because it doesn't have like that seam anymore. Because I cut it off where the sewing would have kept everything intact. So now it's just kind of like free flowing denim and one snag, and you got the whole coat just keeps unraveling.
EK, yeah, it's chilly. It's officially fall, even though it's not like officially fall, but the weather is fall. Like in Connecticut, we had these windows open all summer in the house. I went around and closed every window today. It was freezing in this house. I was cold. It was like, even though it's like 70 degrees outside, but it's like 60, 50 in this house. Like, it was cold. So I've had socks on, sweaters, hoodies. I try to, this is a long sleeve under here and this jacket. Like, it's chilling.
Almost overnight, right?
Yeah.
Temperatures change.
And I fell asleep in your room before, and I was like in a ball with like 3 blankets on me. I was so cold.
It's pretty cold.
Yeah, it's cold. And it's not even winter yet. And like 60 is really not that cold, but it's chilly. When you're coming from like 90 degrees, 80 degrees, 60 is cold.
Yeah.
So, and then the house I feel like is always like colder than it is outside for some reason. So I'll step outside and it's nice, but when I step in the house, it's colder for some reason. But yeah.
No, so I did not do that. I even went on used to go on field trips, and the teacher would discipline my kids. And Spencer, he acted up. He was like a little devilish little boy, not like bad like that, but he felt like because I was there, if they all have to stay in the line, now he want to walk by me holding my hand. I'm like, get in the line, and like things like that. The teacher would say, Spencer, didn't we talk about this yesterday? Like, stay in the line, whatever. And he just like looked at me as like, can I act up because you're here? And I'm like, Spencer, you heard your teacher. So she's like, and then like if he didn't listen, like, all right, you'll stay after school or something like that. And so I was all for that.
Yeah.
Because they have to listen to someone one day, So I definitely was all for that. I was not one of those to disrupt, come in and turn the classroom on its head. Not at all. My child needed disciplining they would get.
Lizzie, I'm in flannel PJ pants. It's cold. Yeah, no, it is. It's cold. I have to. Well, I don't know. Maybe not bring out the heating blanket yet, but I'm cold. I get cold very easily. So
I love fall. Bring on everything pumpkin.
Yeah,
I know.
totally. Oh my gosh, mustard colored things.
Yes.
And burgundies, olive greens.
Yes.
Boots.
Burgundy.
So excited. Scarves.
Yes.
Sweaters. It's going down.
That candle today was a little bit too much. That was clove.
It was a little strong.
Yeah, that wasn't pumpkin. I like pumpkin. That was clove. That was more. I don't know if it was Christmas. What
And
was
I don't
that?
know what I mean. It's perfect for the house, whatever that is, because I smelled it upstairs. So I wouldn't have a candle like that in my room, closed door, because it's too closed in. That I smelled upstairs, so it filled the whole house. So.
I wish it smelled like pumpkin though. Pumpkin smells very fall and Halloween. All that. That was cloves. I don't know. It's red. I got it from Bath and Body Works. What's that? Bath and Body Works, right?
Bath and Body Works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Years ago, and it's not Christmas because Christmas is more like pies. I don't know what cloves are, but whatever it is, it's very pungent and it definitely made this whole house
I can't
smell
wait for
like
October. We need to start thinking about
I
our
know.
Halloween lives, guys. If you had fun tonight, wait till October.
I know.
We do it up on our Friday night lives during
I know.
Halloween.
We need activities. What should we do?
I know.
This year? We're thinking of frosting pumpkin cupcakes.
Can we carve another pumpkin? That was fun.
I don't know.
I have to think about my costumes. You want to wear a pumpkin shirt? I'm like, no, we actually have to do a costume. Like, that's not dressing up. Wearing a pumpkin shirt.
You guys didn't like my pumpkin shirt in the
It's like,
Walmart
get rid of that pumpkin
video?
shirt.
I'm like, here's my costume. You're like, no, you're gonna have to be more
I know.
creative.
I have to
than
start
that.
thinking now because we don't want to do it. Even though we're probably still going to do it like the week before. We're gonna be running around like crazy trying to find.
Oh, they're so expensive now. Oh, wow.
What?
The Bath Body Works
Candles.
candles.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm fall decorating tomorrow. Yeah, like it's time. You're starting to get the
Yes.
house kind of fallish.
Very.
But yeah, I need to crack
Yeah.
out my sweaters and stuff because it's cold. And them crop tops and tank tops and
Clothes are strong. Yeah, I just love the colors of fall. Like you said, the olive greens, the mustard colors, the oranges, the reds. I just like those deep, rich colors.
Yeah.
And then please, Christmas. I'm just yes.
I'm ready for Thanksgiving. I love food.
Yeah, you do.
Alright guys, give this live a thumbs up if you had fun. We almost stayed on. This is how we used to do our old lives because we have like 80 plus lives. Like if you enjoyed our live, go check out our old lives. We have a whole playlist of just live streams from like over like a year. And we used to stay on here for 4 hours. This is like an old school Mad Curls live.
Yeah, we used to come on at 8
And
on
stay
time.
Yep, and
on
stay
time.
on until 12.
And stay until 12 each and every Friday.
Yeah.
And then it just got to be a lot. Then we started like kind of like
You
running
see
out
the
of conversation.
evolution of our hair too. I went back to like our first live. My hair is like here. It's super dark. I have dark bangs. Like it's dark. Yeah. My hair is dark. Yeah. So you have to go
Okay.
see the evolution of Mad Curls through our lives, cause yeah,
Yeah.
we've been doing lives for over a year. So
Night, the Curly Diamond Hill, Leslie LeBron. Okay, CFE. Great week, EK. Bernadette Johnson, good night. Rochelle
tired.
Naturally, thanks for being with us. All you guys that stayed on with
I know.
us.
Are you like super Mad Curls fan?
Oh, school Mad Curls.
And so many guys are in the chat, but there have been like basically 150 people just like still sitting here with us. Now it's dropping because people are going to bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all really stayed up almost till midnight with us. So you like us.
Yeah.
You really like us.
I know, guys. I know. Like it on the way out. I think liking it puts it in like another category because we're trying to reach 20,000. That's just our little summer goal.
Before summer ends, we have
we
like till
have-
like September.
22nd because the 23rd is fall.
Oh
So-
really?
Mhm.
I thought it was the 21st. Oh cool.
I
you
know,
got
me
more
too.
time. Yeah.
So we have, yes, we just want to try. I mean, that's just to see something like that. Shall we say in light to say like, okay, we really set a goal and we did it.
Yeah.
So we are at I think 19,688.
Something.
I think it was. So
No, 19,699.
oh, so we got some throughout the live. See, it was worth it to stay up. All right, guys.
All right, guys.
All right. Thanks for staying with us. Love you guys.
So neat.
Mad
We'll
Curls
see you guys in
fam.
our videos coming up.
Yep.
And have a good night. Have a good weekend. Make good choices.
Sure, make good teacher.
Make good choices. All right, guys.
All right.
See you guys.
All right.
Bye.